whereby business people will travel from all over the country to converge at Kwewu and to have interaction with bankers and public institutions. So, for example, it should be possible that somewhere along the line next year, they could have maybe the Commissioner General of GRA trying to explain to businesses the advantages they can have and things like that. So basically it will just be around how to grow businesses under President Mahama's watch. And I think it's something that is welcoming, and I support it because without the private sector growing, not much will happen. Apart from creating jobs, people making money, our system itself, I think, will flourish. And then automatically to feed into his agenda of, leading the export drive in the West African sub-region. So that when he starts, let's say, towards the end of the year, President Mahama could organize Ghana's international trade fair in, say, Burkina Faso, in Niger, in Mali, and he will take along some of the Ghanaian entrepreneurs to go and showcase their products so that they can import from us. Because of the importance the president has attached to the event, they are going to be there themselves. So the form is taken is that we'll have the forum, which will be a gathering like a typical conference style, will be held in segments. So let's say the first segment will be people who are talking about agro-processing and the fund they'll be able to make available to individuals who are interested. Maybe second session will be on manufacturing, things like that. To our surprise, I won't say a surprise though, African Development Bank has also shown an interest. And so they are going to be there. Their country rep is going to be there, and they also going to explain to the private sector participants some of the things that they will be able to do for them. The event itself will take place on the Saturday morning and run up to about 5 p.m. in the evening, with all the leaders of the banking institutions coming to explain to the participants the products they have for them. Alongside is going to be the exhibition, where we're mounting a series of exhibition booths. So they will have their banking staffs with their pamphlets or brochures or whatever, so that participants could walk through and do some pitching with the individuals. So that will also, both will run at the same time. But the Sunday morning, the forum will not be held again. Just the exhibition will run on the Sunday.
So I have my own democratic military style, which I'll be implementing. When we say leave this space, and you don't leave this space, and I get there, I am not lucky, and my boys are with me, there and then, we'll beat you. There, in the middle of a doom. If you're not lucky, if I'm alone, you'll be lucky. But if I'm there, and my 10 boys are in their pickup with me, with their hips, trust me, we'll beat you. If you don't want to experience that kind of situation, do that which is right and which is lawful. This is Otumfuo City. This is the Asantehene City. This is the Garden City of West. If you're on the pavements, just adjust. We'll be able to bear with it for some time. Not perpetually. We'll be able to bear with it for some time. But please, in the middle of dual carriages, we will not encourage anybody to be there. And then if anybody is erected any pole on a tire rim and it's on asphalt, that one, within 2 weeks, they themselves must take it out. I'll not come and drive you. Within 2 weeks, take steps. If you have any metal pole erected on a rim, which is on an asphalt, anywhere within the central business district, please take steps. Because after 2 weeks, after 14 days from today, we'll work at night. Every rim, every metal that we see on the streets in a dome will be given to scrap free of charge.
The mayor can I no cray. A quamutanadi and yet am wire dread for no cry. Actually, say, can be creative free near by betting a tree fire so. Name woman, say any baby tea. Ye markets. And I actually, baby, I at not on a day. Say, I want to see Jato way. yɛdwu greenway si akyira so a ka yɛbɛtumi awura hɔ akɔtenatena hɔ kakra sɛ ɛwɔ so yɛdwu hɔ eti deɛ ɔka no deɛ yɛ no korɛ paa na ɔka no na mmom ne ɛha yɛ paa ne sɛ ɛmaa mmere wɔte sɛ yɛn wɔso ɔba a wɔde abaa na bɛsi yɛ so sɛbi ɛno deɛ ɛntwa yie ɛyɛ kasakyerɛ ɛna ɛwom mema me nuanom me nananom me nua mɛma mo mesrɛ mo sɛ yɛpɛ sɛ yɛ kuro no yie enti baabi kakra sei monkɔkyea wɔn kakra kɔpem tam a yɛbɛwie market no anaa kagyetia na ɛhyeeɛ no yɛbɛyɛ ne yie anaasɛ blue light na ɛhyeeɛ no ɔmbɛyɛ ne yie a mɛyɛ akɔtena wɔ na paa sɛ kwan ho no a yɛsɛ yɛtena ne deɛ yɛkora yɛka sɛ yɛbɔdwo so a ne yɛboa ɛna yɛwɔ baabi so wɔ hɔ a yɛtumi tena nkyɛnkyɛn kakra a ɛbɛyɛ yie a yɛbɛsɔre afiri kwan no mu koraa a yɛbɛtumi aduru tam a yɛbɛwie asafo market na ɔmo nyinaa de bɛkɔ akɔgɔ yɛ nyinaa yɛpɛ kuro no yie yɛba esi yɛkuro yi mu da wɔte sɛ aburokyerɛ a enti ki yɛpɛ na mmom wɔba no yɛyɛ de akoma pa na ɛgye no na mmom de wi a ɔse ɔbɛbu yɛn no deɛ nyame anim no kuro no yɛsrɛ no ɛno deɛ ɛntwa yie fi sɛ yɛnyɛ nkwalaa na wabɔ yɛ baabi a medi dwa no ɛnyɛ sɛ aha ɛnam di dwa efisɛ bɛtoo me maame ne me nana no na yɛni dwa ɛwɔ kwa mu na mmom sɛ ahokyerɛ a aba Ghana nti ɛna ama yɛte kwa mu ɛyɛ no kora yɛte a yɛdwene yɛn nkwa ho paa ka bɛtumi abɛtwi afa yɛ so ama yɛwu so wate aseɛ tam biara ebi twi ɛma yɛn nuanom ebi esu frɛ aban eti ha na yɛte no yɛbɔ nyo so eti ɛsrɛ me yɛ sɛ wonya abotrɛ ma yɛ na wɔn hwehwɛ baabi kama na wɔn mfa yɛn kɔ na yɛn nyinaa nso ofiri ɛkwa mu afei so wɔso ɔbɛbo yɛn aburo ne deɛ yɛpa na kyɛw ɔmpakyɛ wɔ hɔ koraa ɔmpakyɛ wɔ hɔ yɛnyɛ nkora no aboɛ sɛbe na nakɔsi agyima ba ɛwɔ amoyɛ ma party ba ɛwɔ amoyɛ na ɔbɛka kyerɛ sɛ yɛi ɔbɛtwe abaasie so efisɛ ne sɛbe yɛma yɛwɔ mu kora no yɛntimi ntwe abaansi wɔ mu so eti waka a yɛsrɛ no yɛgye tum but ɔnhwehwɛ baabi ma yɛ
adeɛ tɛ ne sɛ ɛwɔ mu sɛ yɛto kwan ho deɛ ɛkwan no yɛteɛ no yɛpɛ ɛne yɛde te ha ɛnoma bi na asisi ana ma yɛte kwan ho baabi a yɛteɛ ɛne sɛ ɛkyerɛ na ne yɛteɛ ɛne gya atɔ hɔ ahye wɔn asa atwe budeza asa bebubu rewresuo nyinaa ana aha so sɛ ɔka sɛ baabi race course so ka sɛ race course dabre bie no hɔ dabre bie no a yɛkɔ eti no yɛfɛ ne sɛn mayo sampai bae no ɔse center market yɛnwie kurofrom jom yɛnwie eti saa deɛ a yɛn paakye nkyɛn ti yɛte eti ɛkɔm wɔn a yɛnyinya afiri kɔm hɔ ɛbɛtrɛtrɛ nkyɛn sɛ yɛwie center market a ana yɛwie kurofrom gya na yɛn nyinaa na yɛdɛ yɛkɔ ana sese nso center market yɛnwie ana sese gya na asa ahye no so baabi ahye no ɔsɛ baabi a wogyina yɛkyi ha ya ɛna ahye eti yɛni baabi a kɔntimayɔ no onya abotrɛ na ɔmpɛ baabi a ɔhɔ kama race course dabre ni hɔ ana sese nso baabi a aka sɛ ɔde ɛbɛkɔ no gye sɛ ɔpɛ baabi pama yɛn center market nso na nkɛbɛn a ɛfi sɛ nkɛbɛtumi aboa yɛn ɛno so yɛnwie ɛti sɛ wokɔdua no aka sɛ wode abaa na ade bɔbu yɛne ɛsɛ bi ɛnyɛ nkɔla ana sese nso yɛni sogya aban democracy ɛne sese a democracy na ɛsi a yɛdi hene wɔ sese asase wei so ɛti sɛ woka sɛ wode abaa wodi wobɛtwem ababu ya ne na sɛ woni asanteman ani asɛm no ɔka akwa sɛ nkɔpa asanteman akyɛw efi sɛ yɛnyɛ sɛbi yɛnyɛ moa na ade aba bɛkan so efi sɛ nipa na to abae dɛn ɛma hɔ efi sɛ ɛnyɛ yanto.
Thank you very much. I'm impressed seeing all of you fully jacked up and ready for action. One of the reasons we are here is to affirm your task ahead. You've been through some days of basic training, and I'm certain that in the coming days you'll be availed to different series of trainings as you work on the job and learn on the job. First of all, we thank G4S, your employer, for that support they've given to government and my office. I told them in there that His Excellency the President is proud of what they have done, and we are proud that they came knocking on our doors towards helping us bridge the gap between the employed and the unemployed. And so you'll be deployed to your duty post as I'm told. The first advice I have for you is to go and be disciplined. Go and perform in diligence. Don't just go and sell the name G4S. Go and sell G4S in excellence. I I said it, that when the portal was opened, many people felt lackadaisical. People didn't believe a day like this would come. Today, I'm seeing physical men here. And when I say men, I add both the men and women. And I see you fully fit. And I'm impressed with your outfit. Today, you will not just only be part of G4S, but you'll be part of the 5K men and the 3K women. And you will not work just as staff of G4S, but you'll be partners of YEA. And anything we'll do for people who work with YEA, we shall do for you too. And anytime, anybody, if I see any G4S person anywhere, I know that you are also under my supervision. And I'll treat you as I'll treat any worker at YEA. And so I thank you very much, my brothers and sisters. When I go back to the presidency, I'll show your pictures and your videos to the president so that he will know that not only the military or the police or the Navy are those protecting this land, but G4S is part of the people protecting and defending the state. And I'm sure that you'll be proud of all of you. Aho! Thank you very much. The presidency, I'll show your pictures and your videos to the president so that he will know that not only the military or the police or the Navy are those protecting this land, but G4S is part of the people protecting and defending the state. And I'm sure that you'll be proud of all of you. Aho! Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, the President John Dramani Mahama, Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Ministers of State here and present, presidential staffers, Regional Minister for Greater Accra, and the regional ministers in the Ashanti, Bono, and Upper East region, honorable members of Parliament here and gathered, members of the Diplomatic Corps, representatives of our development partners, heads of institutions, directors in the ministry, executives from the NDC party headquarters, industry pioneers, our bright young minds, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, civil society advocates, distinguished guests, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. I stand before you today with immense pride and a deep sense of purpose as we gather for the official launch of the 1 Million Coders program. This is a bold and transformative initiative that marks a new chapter in Ghana's digital journey. This is not just a program. It is a promise to our youth, to our future, and to the idea that no Ghanaian should be left behind in the digital age. Let me take this moment to extend a heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you. Your presence here today, whether as a policymaker, partner, industry leader, traditional authority, educator, or young innovator, underscores your belief in the vision we are unveiling, President Mahama's vision. I am truly grateful to all who honored our invitation and made the time to join us for this important milestone. The 1 Million Coders program stands as a flagship initiative of the John Dramani Mahama government, driven by a simple but powerful objective to equip our young people with the digital skills they need not just to survive, but to lead in the 21st century economy. It is about preparing a generation of thinkers, builders, and problem solvers who will shape the future of this nation with code in their hands and opportunity in their sights. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you will recall that last year, His Excellency the President made a pre-election promise to launch the 1 Million Coders program, which has been touted as a bold initiative by our international partners to train 1 million Ghanaians in coding and digital skills, empowering them to thrive in the rapidly growing business process outsourcing and knowledge process outsourcing ecosystems. We have quickly moved to turn this vision into action, to equip our youth for the future of work through the 1 Million Coders program. Please note that this is happening within the 120-day social contract period, and it tells you how committed and focused His Excellency the President is. This is a bold step towards resetting and building the Ghana we want together, a Ghana of opportunities, innovation, and prosperity for all. I firmly believe we are at a defining point in Ghana's digital journey, a moment where resetting Ghana is not just necessary, but urgent. This is a call to action to transform our economy, create sustainable jobs, and invest boldly in our people. We must harness science, technology, and innovation, not as buzzwords, but as tools for inclusive growth. The 1 Million Coders program is designed to do exactly that. Bridge the gap between what is taught in classrooms and what the job market demands, to boost digital literacy nationwide and equip our youth to compete and thrive on the global stage. The world is rapidly evolving, driven by technology and innovation. From artificial intelligence to blockchain, to mobile apps and cloud computing, digital skills are no longer optional. They are essential for survival in today's economy. Yet far too many of our young people remain on the sidelines of this revolution. In Ghana, it is estimated that only 7% of the youth have access to structured digital training. And across sub-Saharan Africa, nearly 60% of our young people lack foundational digital skills. This gap isn't just a missed opportunity, it's a barrier to progress, and we must break it down. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the 1 Million Coders program will provide comprehensive training in coding and digital skills, initially in 4 locations and later spread out nationwide. Ghana India Kofi Annan Center of Excellence in ICT, where we are this morning, is leading the content creation and training of the program. The center has developed a standardized curriculum in multiple digital disciplines at the beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels to create a uniform training ecosystem for all Ghanaians, irrespective of the part of our country in which they reside. The initial courses for the pilot include Certified Cybersecurity Professional, Certified Network Support Technician, Certified Data Protection Manager, Certified Data Protection Expert, Certified Data Protection Officer, Certified Data Protection Professional, and Data Analyst Associate. Mr. President, we planned to do the pilot with 260 students, but within the first 4 hours of announcing, we had over 4,000 applications. We decided to do a double track and do 520. As at this morning, about 30 minutes ago, the number of applications we have received is 91,847 applications. This speaks to the visionary nature of your plan and vision to transform our digital ecosystem. All the courses published for this program will have fundamentals of coding embedded in the course delivery. There will also be elective coding courses to be run as part of the entire program, and all the courses will be run simultaneously in all the regions. This initiative is a strategic investment in our youth, empowering them with in-demand digital skills that align with the jobs to be created under the 24-hour economy policy. Ghana faces a youth unemployment rate of over 12%, and yet the digital economy is projected to create millions of new jobs across Africa by 2030. By partnering with the private sector, we're not only expanding access to opportunity, but also ensuring relevance. Training 1 million coders is more than a number. It's a commitment to innovation, problem solving, and preparing our youth to drive Ghana's industrialization and economic diversification from the front lines. The benefits of this initiative are numerous. By creating a pool of digitally skilled individuals in differently skilled areas, we'll be able to drive innovation, entrepreneurship, and economic growth in our nation. We'll also be able to improve the quality of our educational system, increase digital literacy, and enhance our nation's competitiveness in the global economy. Ladies and gentlemen, this initiative is designed to level the playing field. It will open doors for individuals from disadvantaged backgrounds, those too often excluded from the digital economy, to gain the skills and knowledge they need to succeed. In Ghana, nearly 1 in 5 youth are not in education, employment, or training, and digital exclusion remains highest among rural populations, women, and persons with disabilities. They will be factored under this program. To the young people of our nation, I say that this initiative is a call to action. We need your creativity, your passion, and your talent to drive innovation and entrepreneurship in our nation. I encourage you to take advantage of this opportunity and become part of the next generation of coders. To our international partners who have shown extreme goodwill to partner us on this program, the MTN Group, Telecel Ghana, C-Squared, Google, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft, the ALX, Tony Blair Institute, and several other partners who have expressed willingness. We say thank you for believing in the vision of President John Dramani Mahama. Today, we welcome not only the beginning of a flagship initiative, but also your support, your ideas, and your collaboration as key partners in this journey. To our youth, our stakeholders, and every guest present, you are part of this vision. On behalf of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama and the entire Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, I once again warmly welcome you to this important occasion. We are honored by your presence and energized by your commitment. Together, let us launch this program with purpose, unity, and ambition. Together, let us code the future of Ghana and Africa. Welcome, thank you, and God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Wow. I think he deserves better than that. Put your hands together for the minister. Wow. This is the gentlest I have seen him. He's very gentle. Obia when master. Especially when your master used to be the minister of your sector. You can't come and talk anything. So the Jata is tame. Thank you so much. We'd like to invite one of Ghana's greatest wordsmiths, Nana Asase, to come and lay the foundation for the arrival of the president's speech. Put your hands together for Nana Asase.
To hear it twice. My neighbors, when I invite you to the dance, it's because I have curated music good enough for your dancing feet. Make sure that your steps equally match up to this. Ago. When I was a child, growing up was a dream. I'm here, I'm still moving on. I call it harsh reality. I have simply come to learn that sleep is for the strong. And so, good night. It is only when we sleep that we have dreams, my people, and so all men sleep. Yet, when those of us allowed to sleep do, dreams are the preserve of the chosen. And so, all men sleep, the chosen will dream yet. The third strain of life chooses to wake up and lend feet to our dreams. So one man sleeps, has his dream, wakes up, wants to lend feet, and then he calls all of us to go. So say our paths to God lie within. It takes one to take the torch and lead the way. Ghana, welcome to a new morning where we woke up on the right side of our bed. One man chose to sleep, woke up, stretched, yawned, and he says, I have a dream. And then we all choose to believe because this is possible. We have often been told of future leaders who are not allowed to think because it's not their time to lead yet. But future leaders, this is a time to train the future the way to go, so that when you are older and the future is also old, it knows to treat you with some respect. And so, it is good to have your future leaders trained now. Have them vision the future the way it should go. My people, if we were in a race and I was to hand the baton over to the future, I would choose the hand with which to receive the baton from the runner who goes before me, for my place is only held temporarily. My people, which is older, the egg or the hen? Now, whichever one was created first, that is not an argument to be had. The most important part simply says, between the egg and the hen, each one of them is too small to hold itself fully, so each holds a part of the other in trust. And so, it is only on the ends of old ropes that new ones are woven. My people, is it not beautiful that we decide to send messages to the future from now? We have chosen a million ways to beautifully do it by allowing young people to own the future, sending messages and saying, dear future, this is Ghana in the 21st century. See you in a few years' time, and these seeds we sow today would have rippled across the sands of the world. 1 million coders. 1 million coders. Okay. 1 million. Birth another million. Birth another million. If my people do not understand all the big English we will speak today and all the fantastic things we are doing, would it suffice to tell them, say, a computer and kitty? You see, little drops of water make a mighty ocean. Into computer and kitty would eventually ensure that Ghana takes its place on the digital maps of the world and leave our footprints. My people, what if we could code Bamaya and Adoa so that a long time after this civilization is gone, all the beautiful things we do now will still stand the test of time. Now, it simply says we are creating employment for 1 million people, but one provides for 13 or 25, and the ripple keeps going on. Imagine a steel pool with a pebble dropped in there. The ripples are so strong. Ago. He to him what is good is not good. Our elders say let him sniff a little alligator pepper and see how he likes it. I'm a young man, and I believe that if we had 1 million storytellers to send our messages to the future in languages that we might not understand reading from the books, my people, we would have simply secured our future. And so it takes a man to know that when he has gone to bed, returning into this dance is not guaranteed. And so that is how legacy starts for Ghana. 1 million. 1 million coders are more than 1 million voters, my people. 1 million coders, probably less than how many million farmers we have in Ghana today. So do not forget the back without which there is no front. Sankofa. Sankofa is the only principle through which our ancestors have brought us up to this point. And so, Onipa Bremu Wu, Akoko Brema Nkwai, Ghana this year, oh Brema Dane, what are we leaving for the generations yet to come? When they get here, they will point their fingers at us, whether it will be the left or the right. It is our decision to make now. What would warrant that a man will stretch his hands and shake you? Would it be an insult or it would be a greeting? What the future does to us would be our decision to make now. My people, so imagine I am Ghana. I am a carpenter building a big ark so that all my people will be safe because the floods are coming. And then I take, with all the pan, my hammer and hit all the nails in the right places like we are choosing to do today. Then the future is safe and secure. Intiminiano. Computer and kitty. Once and maybe I would explain it to you in Dagbani, and then this could go in Gang, and then all our ways will be preserved in the spaces of technology beyond what our ancestors dreamt. You see, this life is simply that reality. We woke up from nothingness in eternity to sleep into the present. I take that again. This life is simply that dream. We woke up from nothingness in eternity to sleep into reality. And so, the most difficult things we are doing today is placing one foot in front of the other. That is how a path is found and all the others follow. So in that spirit, my people, we will not clap to attract attention. Like I said, we will not stamp to rouse the dust. We lift our hand, greet the Creator, and then we beat our chest, making a solemn promise that Ghana will work, making a solemn promise that though we did not see the dream in our sleep, once we have woken up and decided to follow the path that the leader is charting, we will give our very best. Well, a year from now, I will still be here as a timekeeper to evaluate what you put in, what you put in, what you put in. And then we shall ask the dreamer if he has any more dreams that will make our future secure. I'm the writer king who sips communion wine from the calabash. I did not come to pour libation. Your Excellency, you have outdone yourself this time. You have excelled your peers in the realms of dreams. Woken up, we believe in this, it will fly. Why do I ask for this, my people? When a king sits in a palanquin and it is stationary, he throws his hands, then it is an illusion that he is in the air. Unfortunately, he will have to be carried so that he is seen. This idea, beautiful, but you see, an idea alone is just like a seed dropped in a bucket of water. Unless it is spilt, it goes nowhere. Where do we go from here, Ghana? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? So many questions to be answered. I am simply a messenger. He who had his sleep, had his dream, woke up and sent us on these errands is here. level, I beg you, maybe you should bring him up so that when all those questions are answered, I can simply and confidently start about the streets talking about computer. Ghana, I'll be back. But that's it.
Nana Sase, amazing. He said computer and kitty. When he said 1 million, you woke up, you thought it was 1 million Ashanti votes. You thought you were doing your old job. You didn't know you have changed. When he said 1 million, the guy said, he thought Ashanti, they were voting. Friends across TV3, Channel 1, GTV, Wezo TV, Metro TV, friends on the Ministry of Communications Facebook page, friends in Bolga, Bono East, Ashanti, Volta, and all through the country. You are here live at the launch of the 1 Million Coders program. We just had a poetic interregnum. It's now time to receive our special guest of honor, His Excellency the President of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. Please rise as we receive His Excellency to bring us the keynote address.
Thank you. Please resume your seats. Yeah. Thank you very much. Let me proceed on the protocol established by the minister and just say, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. At this rate, it will appear that I should register a copyright with this Nkiti name because the various brands of Nkiti that are coming out, we could make quite a lot of money with that. And so, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today marks a defining moment in our national journey. We're not merely launching a program, but we're laying a foundation for a new economy. We're declaring with boldness and purpose that Ghana is ready to lead in the digital age. We're saying to our youth, to our communities, to the continent, and to the world that the future is here, and we'll be part of shaping it. The 1 Million Coders program is not just a fulfilled campaign promise. It is a strategic pillar of our Reset Ghana agenda, designed to empower Ghanaians with digital skills critical for 21st century life and work. It is an intentional move towards building a knowledge-based, innovation-driven economy, one where our greatest resource, our people, are equipped to create solutions, generate jobs, and be able to compete globally. At the heart of this initiative is our belief in Ghanaian youth. We believe in your creativity, your resilience, and your boundless potential. This program is an investment in our youth, an investment in their future as coders, as analysts, as entrepreneurs, and as tech pioneers. When I asked for your mandate to serve once more as president, I made a promise that our national recovery will be people-centered, innovation-led, and future-focused. And that recovery begins by breaking down the barriers that hold us back, social, economic, and digital. Today, we begin breaking down those barriers. Over the next 4 years, the 1 Million Coders program will train 1 million Ghanaians in essential digital skills, from coding and cybersecurity to data analytics and networking. These are not just technical abilities, they are economic passports, pathways to decent jobs, entrepreneurship, and long-term social economic inclusion. We do not walk this path alone. Across the globe, nations that recognize the power of coding early have positioned themselves for extraordinary progress. Take Estonia, for example. In 2012, Estonia became one of the first countries in the world to introduce coding as a compulsory subject as low as primary schools. Today, Estonia is a global leader in digital governance and innovation, with one of the world's most digitally integrated societies. In the United Kingdom, since 2014, children as young as 5 have been learning basic programming. This initiative has helped build a new generation of problem solvers and digital creators. Finland has gone a step further, integrating coding into a broader interdisciplinary learning approach. This model doesn't just teach coding, it teaches young people how to think critically, solve complex problems, and work collaboratively, skills that are essential in every sector of life. Japan has blended coding into its science and maths curriculum, encouraging students to apply digital tools to real-world challenges. And in the United States, coding education is gaining ground across states, with growing support from the private sector and government for nationwide digital literacy. These are not just anecdotes, these are blueprints, and we're adapting the best of them to suit the Ghanaian context. Ladies and gentlemen, let us consider what this means for our country. First, job creation and economic growth. As of this year, the global business process outsourcing market was valued at $410 billion and is projected to reach almost $500 billion by 2029. Countries like India and Philippines dominate this space, offering services in software development, data management, customer support, and more. Ghana has the potential to be Africa's premier business processing outsourcing hub. We're strategically located on the Greenwich Meridian. We're English speaking, and we have a vibrant tech-savvy youth population. With the right digital skills and infrastructure, our young people can attract outsourced jobs from around the world. Jobs that pay well and keep families and communities thriving right here at home. The second, entrepreneurship and innovation. Coding skills will enable our youth to create apps, to launch startups, develop digital solutions to our local problems, whether in agriculture, in healthcare, education, or governance. In this digital era, one idea can transform an entire community, and one startup can create hundreds of jobs. The third point, education and lifelong learning. Through the OMCP, we're not only skilling our youth, we're reshaping our national approach to learning. The Honorable Minister for Communications is already working closely with the Minister of Education to integrate digital literacy and coding into our university and technical school curricula. The aim of this is clear, is to make digital education not just a short-term initiative, but a permanent strategic part of our educational system. And the fourth point, inclusion. Digital transformation must not leave anyone behind. And that is why this OMCP program places a strong emphasis on equity, ensuring access for rural communities, for women, and for persons with disability, and others who are often left on the periphery. The first cohort of 560 trainees launching today in Accra, Kumasi, Sunyani, and Bolgatanga already reflects our commitment to gender balance and regional inclusivity. Moreover, within just 48 hours of opening applications, over 50,000 young Ghanaians registered their interest, and the Minister has updated that figure to 90,000. This overwhelming response is a powerful reminder of the hunger for opportunity and the urgency of the task ahead of us. In the next phase, we will activate training centers at community information centers across all metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies. This decentralized approach ensures that no matter where you live, in the city or in a remote village, you will have access to the opportunity of the 1 million coders program. We're also building the digital infrastructure required to support this vision, from broadband expansion to the provision of devices and learning platforms. Every layer of this initiative has been designed for scale and for sustainability. Let us not underestimate what this represents for our country. We're changing the national narrative from one of limitations to one of limitless potential. From a country that consumes imported technologies to a country that creates its own. From young people waiting for jobs to young people creating jobs. This is how to build a resilient and future-ready country, Ghana. To the youth of Ghana, I say this program is for you. Take it and own it. Let this be your launchpad into innovation, entrepreneurship, and global relevance. Let this be the bridge between your dreams and the opportunities of the digital age. You're not just participants in this initiative, you are the architects of Ghana's digital future. To our partners, current and future, we thank you for believing in Ghana and investing in our people. Your support amplifies our efforts and accelerates our progress. And I call on more organizations, both local and international, to join us on this mission. To the Honorable Minister of Communications and his team, I commend you for the speed, vision, and diligence with which you have pursued this project. You've not only brought a manifesto promise to life, you have ignited hope in millions of young Ghanaian hearts. My fellow citizens, technology is not just a tool, it is a force for equality, social mobility, transparency, and empowerment if it is used wisely and inclusively. It can rebuild our institutions, connect our communities, and transform our economy. But to achieve this, it must be accessible to all and guided by a clear national purpose. This is that purpose. This is Ghana's moment to rise, to lead, to shape the future. And so with pride and with faith in the extraordinary potential of the Ghanaian people, it is my honor and privilege to officially declare the 1 million coders program duly launched. The one on the birthday cakes doesn't take this long. May this serve as a beacon of opportunity for every Ghanaian and a bold statement to the world that Ghana is ready. I thank you, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Oh, come on, put your hands together one more time for His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana.
Baby, I will be our share TV XYZ. What is this edition of Inside Politics? Na we share more TV XYZ to 3. Also, I will tell your power 97.9 FM. Member Akwaba, where a launch of 1 million coders. Na a course wo Kofi Annan IC Center. A war Accra. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the sector minister Sam Jatta George. Omo launching inti. 1 million coders no ono na omode atodwa no and say si ade ye nuanom a ye bebe sua eye IT ho niema phone ni sa niema ni na ho na ya launch no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama also abase Ghana ye be ye adwuma biom o my Ghana be pema konanim na bibia etumi akọ enkan enti we ni kasamfoni na me no ahwe wo TVXYZ so idi amede so ye Ken Nicholas wo betumi afre me chief driver me call say Jumedi running from now kesi 55 PM wo TVXYZ so ne Power 97.9 FM make us say ye stream live wo Facebook Power 979 FM so also ne TVXYZ Ghana and sana YouTube so XYZ broadcasting wo call TikTok so wo be hu say ye didemu sa chese bibia etumi akọ enkan sha enti ma akọso no yie na me didi sesesi ade aban sa ndwuma ni bebu ye be sua skills be nyanim de na de aboadwuma aboa oman Ghana ma bibia etumi akọ enkan ma me fa aseda PSC aseda ma odu ma otwedi amponyankopon me de aseda ne ma otwedi amponyankopon na biom me de kọ one year behind the scenes or mobile machido medi bro ye call MCR you be hu Raf Jampo for Peter Osofo Alex Abbas and sana sound Mr. Emmanuel Kisimiame bra penin me cheche ani ye pa omo nende omo sound ne ba wo ba cameras wo be hu Uncle Willie sasona mamu krominyi or Francis ono so ha so aginu ngo abonebo ye ba omo so omo siesie meni ma me hu ayefe ya menim te ya yo memman edem krikrekre ya obapa gift ni ni nua Lizzy na omoso ama menim adaso atoso kama wo say Nicholas ne ho fu sanete enti omoso na abam me ho afefefefe omosiesie ma bibia etumi akọ enkan we enti ba bia wo bia na ka kire onu bi na no so nkan kire onu nua bi na me pa cho bebre mo fa into TVXYZ kaisa ha na Ghana kasa ha na Ghana tie aha na nsema hia so sa suti na ye de bro ana say eni hu na no ye de bro na usu hu bi na wate bi na wahu ma ekọ enti bebi a wo hwe me wutie me no menye selfish catch on you bi na no so country no bi na mo mfa to TVXYZ we say TVXYZ wo hwa your digital platform and free to air wo betumi ahwe dwumedie bi na wetie bi kama sa so na okọ satellite multi TV dig boss no so me pacho wo betumi ahwe dwumedie bi so ansa audio channel no so wo betumi ahwe na wetie bi ma bibia etumi akonkan ti bibia wo hwe mi bia no die eteno no na miguso kai Ghana Water Company Limited me sese mu bebre se insuo no ende nya ne ntie se ashama kube krom tuba mu ne ade omsi insuo no mba ntie esremu a ye gbedi Easter na moma ye mbo ye homboden na insuo no ntumi mbra na bibia ntumi nkonkan eje nya bedu me pa cho co business forum no so ade a eba so moma ye nhye ne nsew co business forum no ade a eba so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama de nyam or baba beteyechre and san honorable Julius Deborah I Freddy chief of staff ono so beba and san na endwuma ku ahuru bebre na nkasa ebetumi abebe hia so betu anamo na wakọ co business forum ni bi na wo so wekotua ade na mpo no connections ahuru fi so endwuma ku ahuru na eba ebi obehia bosia bi banks ahuru beba endwuma ku ahuru metumi aba nim the impact ade betumi aboa na ye business se gina yie se bi o ye businessman na wutie wo de adwuma bi ano ni ade a sa ko business forum enye ko fu ope ana ko fu ope ne yesiesi amamo ye de amo bibia enti se wo ye Ghana ni a mepese wo so ko business forum no betu anamo no wakobi wani beji yie na wankasa obekasa ne kre we ye ko ye no ye nu ye ho omo amoko last year no they can testify ometumi aka actual se ne kre co business forum no mo call no mani gie na mim se we no mepacho ebeye mega we be kese pa ye na ebe kobi na ya koginim die ne ntete because ekukudam no mo ba be kasa na ewie so a connections ahro I just say nyuma kube hu sesa na edwuma we pani we ni nsabeto nsa ye hu na di nkomo mbo bi ho a wo so betumi anya we nyina ya de eba na abeboa ye Ghana ye businesses ni enterprises ahro a eniema etumi akonka nti menyu hu mfim eye co eye business business forum na ye nyina ye kɔ ma bibia etumi akɔ enkansa enti de teno no wuwie na odi ko beto aso a na odi ato aso kama na ye we because Easter de obi anim say ye ko ti ye kwaji nim de ne ntete no na osu ko na odi beto aso a na odi ato aso saa e de amai na bibia etumi akɔ enkan asanti eneso guest am no mu di dwuma ye benya Alhaji Amadu Surugo Bukari ono your former member of parliament de ma eye Madina constituency ye betenenka saso na ye bete eye Mr. eye Listowo Nana Kusi Poku ye bete ono sonka ono so executive director de Magag nti say kuku damin ende omo ba ma ye ni omo ebedi adwuma ensem bebrena na egu bamba so aye ba ebedi ehon komo moma ye nhye so na ye hye so na me kai wo say obi antie ne ye me kai wo say eye power specialist herbal hospital tie na tie ne ye pa power specialist herbal hospital omo si an country Ghana fo nyina say nyame ya doma Easter Monday or ye health bonanza muntie ne ye eye Easter Monday health bonanza ekoso Easter Monday free 7 a.m. and a pakosi 5 p.m. Me patcho for a special health screening and also ebekoso hospital premises a walk abenya ACP road ntimo amwo enkran no Dr. Nchen kran pe no mo ya na branches ni Accra branches ni na enti mo am water crowd nche mu ni manager opposite anaje eme ho mo betumi akọ kuma so ye de ni chemo fe yase fe yase no so wo kwa lakeside kwana lake road ho a no so ubehu omo ho a no so ombetumi abo papa enti mo ma ye nhye ne so free screening omo hwe hepatitis B and C ya de ombehwe ho asem aka ti wo bia na woni bi okọ ye nhwe mo sa so na blood sugar and sa na blood pressure machine checks are who na no ombe no ma yamo me patcho scan ni na no tie ye papa 50% off nti say 100 me patcho ye 50% it so be 50 pe wo mpe we na opede nti me patcho me sa chance for ho hyem na waso to me save big na bibia entumi enko enkan mo nti me science so biom fi say power specialist herbal hospital wato apete Ghana fa na nyina nyame ya adoma ye nkranfo ye de ni betwem wo Accra makwabenya pokuase ACP road ho na enkranfo Easter Monday ana Monday ya edi enimi ye beko saso no Kumase branch in Efeyase Lake Bosomtwi road ho opposite Jesbro filling station Takrade branch no Anaji estate adjacent Anaji MA primary school and so ye di eni chemu ho na me pacho sa health screening here beko sweet tie na tie ne pa ebi opese one doctors ni di ho nkomo opese from no bi so mo bibia wo betumi afre 0555 797878 misan subsidium 0555 797878 and 0200 3838 31 0200 3838 31 and now the chat will cry 0244 544422 0244 544422 or say your health is your wealth. Come early, stay healthy. Inti mama yen shanin so say ye betu anamo na de ni atre free health screening ase na bibia etumi akonkan doctor bebe obaba yen komo papa na omundro so omo ye nti power specialist herbal hospital de ye kan ye nya omu de ni mu ye buei omu wondro omu jirikajin be madro be ma bi obanum bi ade ho adanse doctor eba na nkasa onye mfika mu nsi kra no na obehwe fia ha mema wa ha no mema na ye doso se ma no endu mema no mu kra half ye de brass band ni osebo ye de ma no fi say china breakfast nko bekoso but bebre na ye say no ehia say ko share doctor ntiji kaji or the biaba hebatin herbal mixture ono so doctor edi ebi aba kama no so ye benum bi ansa na ye wo edu aya herbal tonic no mo ehihye ebo mo otumi didi edu aya liver care no so ebo papa liver ne meka ho ebetumi awoshe ho niema huhu yem na aboho ban amon ye wo edu aya care no so ebo ye papa oni ye stomach osani anase obi ho na efu bobom ye ande osemenum bi me ya obi am se milk na ade kom ye ma me futa bobom ye pa ansa na ewu edu aya herbal malamix on the manon pa malaria no ebo no ana me ye wo kala anya sa na kana kala mixture and then the doctor dey see me bibi ba kala mixture ono so e wa ha ye ba ebedi nkomonti ma me papa me nua wo tie me nua wo hwe me se duru ba bi say na ya pomudi ni hia enti me sure papa your health is your wealth no enti yentie san komo asimadu ade enimi ye wi a ennensem ho ye be papa mu ebubu mu na ya chichichimu na wahumeko kaisa high TVXYZ and Power 97.9 FM idini ye Ken Nicholas ubetumi Afrem chief driver mama Dr. Akwaba na me hobi aso feme Dr. Akwaba bibi aboko de won how afio for the boss this ankofo ajiwe fi nsemu me twa kwanya Francis kita botoi na bi nim so obie herbal shop kra na wakwa akoton hey she had the doctor ankofo je wa boso na nya bibia se modru ni ye adwuma ayam wo kwam siara omo showcase wo ho esen wodie obia agibi memadi ka anombi na minime ye nti fiafo so age atu me hu se no kre nti saa so a wo hwe me na wutie me no ndro ne pebi na saa so kwaja ayarsa wo Power Specialist Herbal Hospital mema kan say doc over to you
medase abusia yamu akwa Power Tambre ason Power Specialist Herbal Hospital yedin chef ya Dr. Pania oda hospital na doctor akosia adu aya hod mo bibia brebia ojebre na ohwe Power Time da bia nsema ye kan aye ba kope ye se adansedie papa nkrofo di fa power ho TV so radio so internet rem ya hodo no won so be kan adansedie fo no bi Power Specialist Herbal Hospital dodo no afren last stop ye Kumasi won cry na ye wo takra di Kumasi wo fiyase ye ni Jasper Flint Station di enhwanimu wo aputoja contrase kwan so Lake Road ana ye wo akra wo kwabenya ACP kwan so ne Block Factory no edi enhwanimu na fe takrade wo Anaje Estate Customs Road ye ne Single Washing Bay no edi enhwanimu numbers edi na miensa famu bia ofra branch na ebe no na ya ma direction aba ho na wa ba beje wa yaresa numbers ne 0555 7978 0200 3831 and 0244 544422 Monday to Saturdays and ye adwuma oba lab papa bia wo hia se ma ye no be ye di mfidi be hwehwe ni padua ni mu so hia se ma utwa scan so hia se ma ye x-ray bibi biara asase ma wo ye na ye hu de ekoso ni padua ni mu no ye be ye ansa na de dro account ntina Power Specialist Herbal Hospital nyankopa do ye ntomfom yade ye sa yade etu ase ye manage yade ye mbrebre yade ase so ma ye kwan na hwehwe ni padua ni mu ni hu de ekoso ni padua ni mu kwa de a nyankopa do ma doctor akosia adu aya hamanuro pure herbal yade be sa yade etu yade no ase ba bia obi a ene yade bia sha so ache no Fabra Power Specialist Herbal Hospital on san fa yade no enko de biara eda yemfa break akrabi na fe yemfa nka ye free screening na ye be ye nyame yadoma Monday ye Easter Monday anopa 7 na ya sha asedi kosi anwumre 5 na ya kana anwumre 5 na 5 no ba boro na se nipa ni bi da so hodmo a ye be hwo mu nyina na se 8 kra na be pon a ye be pon na emom se be bu 5 na se ahwo bi awie de eno ano no ete se wokoto aba no se be 5 no delay ni mu de a ene se de tie bia obato aba na emom 5 no ba bo ansa na waba de ene e bia na wo ye akachi de ye be ye ni we eye Easter Monday het bonanza and a Power Specialist Herbal Hospital ye edi amagana fo nyina ye de amagana fo ye fasa da no edi ahwehwe ya pomudin mu eniema hudo bi ho no a meka ne se ye nipa dodo no a na so obi num anim se de se bia bekwa akoye screen bi na sorry ana bia na dwumam ana bia otu kwan na bekwa akoye sa lab na hwa bia ji so kotwumoja ma obi nyasa ne beba ne ho so no na yade na aka na tofom na ese ni liver na ne yafuna ho no na nani aye very yellow no aye hoya na cheso adini kowo mu ano no enti screen ahodo aye be ye no ebi eye hepatitis B screening yawo hepatitis B hepatitis A hepatitis C D ni ade na de wachi ni dimbo ne pa eye hepatitis B ena se C no so hankrofo ye enti afatu ho so se ye be ye hepatitis B screening free ye be ye hepatitis C screening free yɛbɛyɛ blood sugar screening free nkrɔfo pii ɛyɛ diabetic ba wɔn nim ɛgu hɔ bɛhwɛ ne sugar no na ɛnenam bɛyɛ 20 ɛnenam bɛyɛ 18 ɛyɛ FBS fasting blood sugar no na ɔnenam bɛyɛ 18 to 20 ne sugar no wɔ soro da bia wo complain da bia wa yɛ mmerɛ da bia ne sote da bia wa dwonso saa kakra bi na ne minimu na awo nanso sɛ onim sɛ ɔyɛ diabetic wodi agoro betimi akun diabetes ekunipa tie ne yie enti bra power specialist about hospital me adma Easter Monday yɛbɛyɛ ɛyɛ blood sugar screening free afɛ yɛbɛyɛ blood pressure screening free and yɛfɛ baby machine check yɛno ne yɛde mfidie ɛbɛhwehwɛ nipadua ne mu bibia nam kwa mu ba wonya hunu mpopoye bia no ɛbɛyi na di akyerɛ yɛn na afɛ watimi abɔ ho ban na sɛ wobɛsɔ ano wasɔ ano ɛde free saa yade ne mu enti wɔnom yɛ nneɛma ahodo a yɛyɛ de amagana for free ɛyɛ Easter Monday hepatitis B screening hepatitis C screening blood sugar screening blood pressure screening and a machine check and I see a different person peduanimu and so I can home. The Basha Sano past 7 near year and numero a year 5. Shannon so be a one crown how tea and candy. Sir screens are who do away and I ye no born my basso saw. Now pass our yes scan at 10 year. Scano and yet totally free. Scano the ananka can free screen I no bite at the abata won't say, eh, be a better or share. Say your liver, say your kidney, say your prostate, or gallbladder. Be a wo ni peduen morgan be a person ocean no. Ye be ye e hot so at the amount. Now the be say yes can ye 200 no be 100 cities. Ye 300 be 150. Ye 100 be 50. Ye 160 be 80. Enti ano na say 50% off. Scan be a obey be 50% off. Nebum hepatitis B, hepatitis C, blood sugar, blood pressure, any machine check ne de nyina eye free. Oba na oyire na ma wukunu unuanom abusuafo ma munyina mufiefo ni nyina momra na yenhwehwe ni padwan mamo na fe die enam kwa so ba no mabwa ho ban die abadala no soso no na ma sha sentam na ma treat sayade bi sha ase na uhunu ne ntam na treat ne ntam a ekwantam na omoka asietu nebom sa jinsa mu wie a obeboka bebre ne no so kra no eche ansa na akọ enti sha no so earlier the better sha sentam na burunsuo na wani enya kokọ enti when de ema aye abusuafo se bia wa wadwen so baba na onam kwa so na wayira kumase ye wo feyase ye ni jadbo fleet station di enhwene mu wo aputo ja contrast kwan ne so Lake Road na ye wo Accra na benwa ye wo kwabenya ACP kwan so ni block factory no edi eye enhwene mu takrade na benwa ye wo Anaje Estate Customs Road ye ni single washing bay no edi enhwene mu bia wayira wo de cultural number we egu ho wo ba na wa freni ama direction no number se 0555 79 78 78 0200 38 38 31 and 0244 54 44 22 sa number miensa we ene de eye adwuma abetimi afre na ne doctors no na wana organizers no woni abo enkomo yado wase yemfa break to abi akai emfa mobo yade ahodo ne yenu na ahodo no so na afi bibia ha obi an otumeka e de aba power specialist eba hospital e bia wo de na hepatitis B what test positive obi aka chose yade we si eni aduro ento hyadem ato adwendwene ayo se wo de wo wie misraw hepatitis B power specialist herbal hospital doctor kwaso edu ya eda no any hospital ba ko pe anyanko pad mama ye dura ye de say ade etu ase ye manage ye mbrebre no ase ye tu ase ma ne ko negative wo ba ye profile na confirm sampa yare na wo ho na se ni ho ba ye liver function test wo ba ye viral load count wan ka se bo hu amoado do wo moja no mu wonu maduro no ko anim kakraba san ye biem no ho ba be so atia koduro na ma wanya ni da so se ba bi wa ba no wa ba the right place ayade no betime fu moja nyame ya dom na ko test ye viral load na say negative a ye be say ye profile na confirm say mo na ba ko kra nya dai enu moja no mu enti power ye ka so ye negative a wo ye negative e bia de na ye fatty liver obrabo na ye srade wa ko twa scan wa ko hospital ye so fatty liver ama wo ye furu no ho no Uyefu na ya den wani aye very yellow. Uni pedwe nyina wa ya hoya. O Johnson and say left na se coke. Mesra wo hia adua ya liver care. Sa adro we aye adro sonko a ebe heal liver no. Say ye fatty liver, say ye liver enlargement, say ye liver cirrhosis. Wo hia adua ya liver care baboa na atuade no ase ede amount. Wo de no e bia ye ulcer. Ulcer na e ha kom do ayem yo ya aduane toy mo yem yo ya. Obi ha ne bo afro no sentence ulcer na e kro. Bitimi bo ahofro no bitimi efe ya na omfe no mfi nyina ya o ya bo chikasem tutu ya na otanya heartburns obuk okukutimi hihyew say ya na sam from agina oyam indigestion udidi asa aduane agina abo na asare nyina aye titiriti wo hia adua ya SK we aye stomach care ekro bia o ya funu mu say ya duodenal ulcer say ya peptic ulcer aye ulcer nko ade a adua wo hia aye adua ya SK bo modin so betimi anya bi ato Sanso ne yawo kala adua ya kala heba mixture we ayadufu friday aba 1 a boost immune system no strong 2 typhoid sa adua we so test typhoid what test positive fa wunya adua ya eye kala ni bia ebetu asen ten entuti o ya wonum yo onwuno ho ya o hye ne ade ne nyina no enya malaria nko a na ye o sa typhoid so the same symptom it is what treat bibi agiri say malaria enam symptom ni ntina say enko a bia na typhoid na say malaria dia ene wo hia adua ya malamis na to yade no asentantantantam plus bia da bia no wonya adua ya malamis ne bia betimi aboaw na wanum nya oda untimi ni de wa yare ma ho to foforo enti wanum anya oda dwan de wanum ontene da wo hia adua ya herbal tonic we mojadro pure herbal ene aso ne so broni sa no a de eye dwuma untimi ni de untimi na wo fa na wo fon so tia na etia wo hia adua ya herbal tonic ye wo jirika jiri ni din ene ne honam se jirika jiri we may vitality be me bi wa emre wo mpamo no wodro wo hia jirika jiri na se onya adua ya herbal no ebika ho de a je se ba bia wo di ama opeme no o peme no ta na je se wo kwa wanim immune system booster be boost immune system no badabanya ni bia na ho odene watimi abodwuma ama Ghana so atimi akonanim yade bia ha obia no so Fabra Power Specialist Herbal Hospital kompo na ehye omunum goita na ehye omunum a Fabra ya mfasa kan ye bena ne nyina ama so ho atimi atɔ yes yate kan so na ha to ase atwetwon bone fracture do mpenu mabu pain wo de Fabra yade bia tete obia no nyankopɔn adom ayaresa e wo honom ede ema aware fa mo pa wo mumie ni nyina memra mema bebre e wo low sperm count nanso awo ne ma no ene di kan ede eye pressure no etuo mu so ba bia obi asisi ade mu ode na atɔ so sanso so na kotodwo ya hwehwe nyeye wotena se nyeye ya na ahono yese ensuo agina mu pa ebe kyekere ne kama ede amawo yade be na ehawo usisi yade be na ehawo unipadua nyina wa dudu wa titiriti obi sibi tiafam a ase ade etare na ase fa yade ni nyina bra sayan ma o yade no dine no nkyese enya ho adwuma fa bra ya branches ni nyina yewo kumase won kran ene ye water krade kumase wo feyase ye ni Jasper Flint station di enhwanimu wo aputu oja contrast kwan ne so Lake Road ene ye wo akra wo kwabenya ACP kwan so ne block factory no edi enhwanim na takrade wo Anaje Estate Customs Road ye ne single washing bay no edi enhwanim ne ye ka wo say eye Easter Monday Health Bonanza Power Specialist Herbal Hospital ye free screening at the Amobia hepatitis B screening, hepatitis C screening, blood sugar screening, blood pressure screening, machine check ye nyina free at the Amobia baba hobia. Say scan apese utwa, scan bi apese utwa no ye no so 50% off. Ya do say bre bia ojebre na ohwe power time. Nyame ya atomo a da se ne sabre yanso ye de apom de honsam no e be san bro.
Yebeda Dr. Hineba Sebebre, Dr. Hineba, no that in crime branch, the ma Power Specialist Herbal Hospital, no day in 70 na brayeno. Monday, Easter Monday, me ask me to an modro, also bombarding through me sense subium. Mamma war Kumas Mudumani Betchim, or Fayasi Lake Bosumchi Road, opposite Jasper Filling Station, na Kumasa branch and war. I cry a Quabinya ACP Road, and Sana Takrade, Anaji Estate, adjacent Anaji MA Primary School. Tmoma Yen Shannon so, na yen 2 Anamo and Fenko, where you screening her. omo ye na etumi abo ye nyina na bibia etumi akonkan bibia ni afre doctor was 0555 797878 and 0200 383831 and 0244 544422. Your health is your wealth. Inti moma yenshene so na yenyene sa embra. Baby Adri yen sembre beko akofa aboafo nkrato ba ku mienu miensa na seye ba me disubia so ye de to also. Kai say dwumedie do ye inside politics. Ye from King Nicholas. Me ba sesi a
Missy Menanum, a group bassa at the Brabro, Tibedu Imlenu.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye dear grow, na ye sa a room maybe crana, me bano timide, or movie gumi so weekend.
Hey, woman,
remember, I don't think I'm a catcher say, Yano, Medi, garlic capsules. Posun, a basis so come on. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well.
Medi garlic capsules.
Yes, Medi garlic capsules.
Oh,
Medi Moses garlic capsules. What Mamoja dini paduanimu efrusani ye na esiesie oba ne barima mahona awodin. Ubenya edroyi bi ato omanyimu pharmacy store freyen 050 349 4885. Edroyi enya mamofra enye ndi fie dumienu apemfo ene emma emanofo Medi Moses who ni how FDA ajidwe di nkra tuyi ato.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary. So many activities, all in the same premises. You visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting. They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have yourself.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
If a cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehin fa na menya bosia, edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre. Me busia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yemamwa kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodoɔ bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekuokuro bosia, susu account, and it does all savings account. Me bada chain savings account. And the keka ho. Press Suhum Rural Bank was 034229186. Now one so what to me aka say.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Me damwase.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Mesamo akwaba de ba TVXYZ NCBiano yebeti Alaji Amadu ye Surugo yebeti nka former member of parliament de ma Madina asasuna listo na napoku ye kusi yebeti odoso nka odoso executive director de Magag nti kuku damina enche yebeti omonka yebe discuss His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ni 100 days office ye be didi ho enkomo papa ansana other matters nti baby obi amemfa wonsa enka fidie no Manda TVXYZ in Power 97.9 FM na semanumi ye be call na yakwohwe joint press conference Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Agriculture de buy omoni Apex Bank ekabo mo de sa press conference yi buy 5 minutes na yenkotie embra ye buy ekukudam na eje nkonya atena fom na nsem egu bamba so no yedi ho nkomo meba sesia
Food and Agriculture, the managing director of ARB APS Bank, officials from the African Development Bank unit and the Ministry of Finance, staff of the ministry, project implementation team, members of the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to all of you. It is a privilege to welcome you all to this brief but important ceremony, which marks the official signing of an agreement between the Ministry of Food and Agriculture and ARB APS Bank for the management of the $1 million revolving fund under the Food and Nutrition Security Resilience Project, funded by the Global Agriculture and Food Security Project or Program, GAPS. Let me begin by extending on behalf of the government and people of Ghana our heartfelt appreciation to GAPS for the generous 20 million grant aimed at building resilience for food and nutrition in the Northern Savannah Ecological Zone. I also wish to commend the African Development Bank for its steadfast partnership and invaluable technical support throughout the design and mobilization of this facility. This project currently being implemented in 12 selected districts across 6 regions, namely the 5 northern regions and the OT region, is a focused and strategic investment. By concentrating our efforts in a smaller number of districts, we aim to achieve maximum
and measurable impact. The project is anchored in the successful experiences of the Savannah Investment Program (SIP) and seek to scale up proven interventions, reaching more beneficiaries, especially women and youth, who are often the most vulnerable in our agricultural communities. The ultimate objective of this project is to increase farmer incomes and support household nutrition, particularly among women-headed households, through a well-integrated package of interventions, including 1. Improve access to climate-smart agricultural inputs for key staple crops, maize, rice, soybean, cowpea, and groundnut. 2. Enhance mechanization through the provision of handheld agricultural equipment tailored to smallholder needs. And 3. Deployment of solar-powered micro-irrigation kits to boost dry season vegetable production. 4. Promotion of household poultry production to enhance access to affordable, nutritious food. And 5. The establishment of this $1 million revolving fund to improve access to affordable, low-interest financial services for value chain actors involved in production and product development. This holistic intervention is fully aligned with government's Agriculture for Economic Transformation Agenda, ITA, and the recently launched Feed Ghana program. Together, these initiatives form a cohesive national strategy to build a sustainable, inclusive, and resilient food system capable of transforming lives and communities across the country. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today's signing of the Fund Management Agreement with ARB Apex Bank marks a pivotal milestone in the implementation of this project. ARB Apex Bank selected for this role due to its extensive network of rural and community banks, which are well rooted in the project's operational areas. This structure offers the potential for reaching our target beneficiaries where it matters most, at the grassroots. The fund comes at a particularly opportune moment. It will support smallholder farmers, especially groups engaged in vegetable production and the cultivation of women-led crops such as groundnut, cowpea, and soybean, to access timely and affordable credit. In addition, micro-enterprises and agribusinesses operating along the agricultural value chain will also benefit from the facility to expand their operations and improve their resilience. I am especially pleased that this revolving fund has been designed with an interest rate of just 10% and a flexible repayment schedule, making it truly accessible to those who need it most. It also complements government's ongoing efforts to de-risk agricultural lending through the Ghana Incentive-Based Risk-Sharing Agricultural Lending (GESAL) scheme. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we believe this initiative will go a long way in empowering our women farmers, boosting household incomes, and addressing the root causes of rural poverty and hunger. But the true impact of this fund will depend on how effectively and responsibly it is managed and disbursed. As such, I urge all stakeholders, particularly the Project Implementation Unit, ARP Apex Bank, and the rural and community banks, to work with urgency, transparency, and dedication to ensure the efficient administration and sustainable use of the fund. Our goal must be to see the outcomes of this intervention reflected in tangible improvements in the lives of our farmers and the resilience of our food systems. In closing, I wish to once again thank the GAFS Secretariat, the African Development Bank, and all our development partners for their unwavering support. Let us continue to work hand in hand to transform Ghana's agricultural landscape for the better. Thank you very much for your audience.
Alaji.
I was afraid that you be share muha yamani ani titi akra. Okwadi ampone yediniye ama adumfo a bebi amobwa oman no omo ama yesika eye America sika ye frɛ no $20 million say yamfamwa Ghana yeku adwuma no na won hihye mu no nia omo ye ne sɛ omo select district mako edumienu ewo Esrem Amantifi a omo de Oti region aka ho enti region enuma ewo Amantifi no de omo afa ni nyina mafa district ni bi afrim ene afa Oti region ni bi afrim district ni bi afrim na ne omo ye ne se ye pese se sika we ekɔboa ema akuafo a eye mfuo nketenkete no wo mutimi ye wo madwuma ni yie na eboa nso ma ohia ene ekomo a ekoso titiriw ewo ye nkurankura no etimi eba fom ne senti sa sika no emu $1 million de omo de asi hɔ a ene de ye de ye foto a ye de so akuafo a enya won buburo na ewo so nya sika kakra de boa won kuadwuma no ne akosi boni from peasant farmers omo fo nketenkete no ye de so omo asene na ne omo nketenkete omo hia ewo kuadwuma mu no wo matimi de bi atoto e de transaction sha ya ne se eye $1 million no akuafo e de ma won nyina no ye mpese esi hunu be ye kese na akuafo no entimi entua edi wa abaji bosia ne bibia no esi hu a obetua no ye 10% na afezu ni tua no so ye ye hihye na mawo ama ene ni tua no ne bra utwa wufudie na kohyia ama ni tua no aye mre ama kuani bia nso atimi atua ne de na eye revolving fund oji a utua no na wo san age se ne be ya o de be ya adwuma na akopem bra wa bede ho no ze skakito ye de wi hia bio na afoforo nso atumi ayesa adwuma no na za sikai ye pese ye de ma bank bi na on na hwese sika no akuafo no ensa beka na ye bank ye wa nyina ye twisu Apex bank esom na wo rural bank ahudo bebe wo nkura ye koye sa adwuma no se ne be ya be ma akuafo no betua kɔ rural bank se ben wo mo no na omonsa aka onsika edi na adwuma bi a ye di nei ene na ye ne Apex bank sign agreement na ye de foto no ahye wonsa se be ya ene wo ye nimi yera no ye be sha ase na akuafo no ensa akaskam ye nim se wosumi nu a ye be ramu ye nu anma wo atifi no ho ano afi no be start ku adwuma no edi ye be so omonsa kaska no wo bra omo hye ku adwuma na se no na amasika no so atimi akɔ ku adwuma ni mu aboa dwumadie no kama na nya we no nkoa na ye wo saa foto we se mu ya select manu a eye edua vegetables ntosi jeme ne makoni de akeka ka ho no ama forming groups omo asase a omo di dua no se omo asase na omo di dua no so ye de sasika we bi ekoye boreholes e be mechanize e de solar siso se be ya omo nkotua sika bia wo irrigation na omo benya no na ye they provide irrigation na omo nkura ti ba bi e ma na ye be 150 na omo asase omo be ya adwuma ni nyina no ye de pipe akoso na ya twetwe nsuo no yatu e de ama omo atwe akoba bia na omo atwe dua omo no ban no afi secondary school so wo sa area ya select so ya select be se 44 eye secondary schools mako 44 sa 44 ni nyina nso ye ko tutu pipe ni bi na ya twinsuo no e de solar atoso se ne be ya sa school no so nyina obepia ye adua no obedua no garden no obepia from January to December se kuafo no nsuo irrigation na mu dua ntos ni niam na ye from January to December ni asan nya sika kakra e de aso o masana mejiri se mu nyina mu dia dance se kuadwuma bebe ama kuafo nketenkete no so anya sika bebre e de afiri mu ama ayeyi na we na sa project wa no so Yasan de nkokɔ nketenkete no kakra nso ahyem. A saa 12 district na yɛde saa project kɔ hɔ no so. Yɛtɔ nkokɔ nketenkete no bi. Yɛtɔ confirm nketenkete nso kakra. Na yɛde aduane aka ho. Na yɛde battery cages kakra nso aka wɔ mo. Enti yɛma nkokɔ na ebi a wo afie yɛama okra no. Yɛma nkokɔ.
Okay, what down who tie Power 97.9 FM. Mwa uhe TV XYZ. Veneme papa Alaja Amadi Sorogo. Wahana yebon komoka kransana. Listo na napokusu aha. Until komana yebwa mudi muse yebon komo behind the scenes. Ya bedi nan seme gubamba sona yebe di hon komo. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Obaba ye President ma mai 100 days. Hon komo na yebe achievements so far. And near my why 100 days no ye be di a home komo and they are some kesepa at the bambaso. Ye we are ye be di ECG a we are koso ho unko kakra any matters be brenankasa a good bambasoa ye be di a home and komo. Mama large surga kwaba large akwaba na bibia boko dear.
Well, Boko,
ye danyamia
sing Komunkwani or said in Asia
Madina swear.
Madina Boko.
Madina father no.
Madina we pa bibia koboko.
Yedanyamiase.
Samosumo.
O nyame adom fia ha so boko. Na poku akwaba.
Mugabe so say.
Mugabe hoye.
Okay.
Ne hoye pa.
No payment ne kasa.
Tena kro ha. Ne bibi ntina we ntumi ameka.
Oh ye bibia adwuma bi. Ni nyina in the name of ya.
Ye party na anti.
Party na me hu minyan so na men.
Na poku.
Mo se bedru your man am se na
no bo di on ntina me the friend.
On front na se my met.
My friend of VVIP man.
No me pes make kasa kese. Ntino. Tiana na di edu.
No. Ye papa no. Listen baby of here.
Obi kan ye senke fie ya nka banka banda yensa. Na wi nke yakonda.
Yo.
Na so sabi ye se de o pamo mre ya ye den waju ahome.
Ne kre.
Enti se wa mamboyefo wo man mu de wo se ehu se e wo so mamba pa adwuma ne ye fatu ye ho so na ye fa ne se asenu ane ye so a nti bia am free de
boko
enye boko sa se enka ye boko aka kema nti ba ya be ye o man no ho adwendwen ne sabi kwan ya be fa so e be ma mpuntuo ne nkoso titiru ne nimonyam ni John Dramani Mahama obefa benwe sabio susue ne kutumi ekura no ho hyehyeye tutu ya wo ye kwan ye befa so a omamba pa yensu ye befa sabi perifo si edi jawa ne edi aso awo na yensu so ya boa na nkakra yesu yetimi aboa na yesu esu adwen ahodo a yegidi se betimi aboa ma mpuntuo ne nkanko ne nkoso aba ti ba ya ba die eyo ma ho adwendwen ana e bedwendwen
okay enti penfo agin konya atena so ye behwe de dikan ye hwe His Excellency John Dramani Mahama 100 days wenya wo office eno ho nkomo na ye bedi na ya hwe so far niam a wotumi achieve eno ho emunsem ni bi na ye bedi ho nkomo mama shaso list to we na emeunsa alaji twetwe na intoria na 100 days His Excellency John Dramani Mahama office
menchia ahwefo ne etifo na ahobrase kwan so memmo ye omampani ene na pamfo nyina abomu na ye momo adwo na yenkancho mu se de edikan efida ye to abawie ya omampani John Dramani Mahama din kunimu a sebi historically e bin sida na bepim ne Ghana for adansidi a omu nyina die ne se uni kapreba mpoda obotomu a wasomadwo
na kre
na mejiri se ewiase se wasombadwo eyade a ehuhia papa esanse asomdwoe no eno na ma sebi perifo se asomurufie enyoye a okraman obede wanya baabi ayeden
ada okay
na se wasomunyowa den kura na wo kura watimi adwen ho kwan a obefa so a obebɔ bra nti megidi say eno ne the first achievement a eye Owura Mahama nkunimdie no edi abma oman Ghana na mpanifo se yedi free baabi na yedi abewie baabi se ansa na omampani Mahama obebɔ nto akura se oba beje ne manfo afiri mpɔkyerɛ a yɛwɔ mu yi ne yɛwɔ mu no na aban bi na ɛte so na sa aban no na ne din yɛ Kufuado aban Kufuado ne Bawumi aban sa aban no na amaboyefo ne nipa sebio omo ɛni omo man ho dɔ ɛna na ahyɛ mu ma sa aban no ɛhyehyɛ ne ntotoyɛ ne nneɛma na sebi esi n'ani so sɛ botae nyinaa na yɛ bɔne krono sisie kumdwani didwa ne saa nhyehyɛ bɔne a sebi ɛma Ghanafoɔ ɛkɔ ahohiahia a ebi nsi da emu na sɛ wobɛkae a yɛto aba 2016 wie ya Kufuado gye abanwa no I'm saying me maiden program I me wo that time no muntie record no ya na e Facebook na say me hwa na mani atete mum but aya na e kai say nka me kwaso fudi anka bi anka me archbishop me kan e predict say papa we wa ma ama oman no oba ma ono ne na busua ne na yonkofo e ma me kura me kokotu John 10:10 ma amafo kan say ade na me ye ase me ya ma ase Bible mu asem na me ka say Kufuado ntini atro ye ya pa so pepepe obifo wo ma disi obewia no wakum no asai Kufuado bai se obewia yen kum yen osai o man no enti let's say asudi da Owura Mahama so
ne kre
se onu pen so na Ghana ha waye bi pen a obetimi sebi perifo se di onim to ne ne gina akyerempon so enti na wo se oba no osa beje ne man free mpɔkyerɛ mu na na ya nya na hogono so sɛ Owura Mahama bɛsa ababiem ɛya na amanfo ti baabi na ɔmo dwen sɛ o Mahama ɔno a ase ɔno a ne ho tɛ no ɛna ɔno yato aba 2016 ama na ko opposition ɛna wɔsa apɛ sɛ ɔbabiem ya nya na hogono so Owura Mahama na wayɛ na adwen kura sɛ ɛgya sɛbi mayɛ bi na penifo se bema be ye bi no ameye ni nyina
ameye na no kre
enka oja asi ho na e wo se nipa ekọ sebi abrewo ho na oyi puma kwan ma Owura Mahama saba enti oba ye nu mu ho a oye se wo bontoa no wo behwe a nipa ba akumienu bi ana ayese omo pese omo twintwa na nemu no e ma ye tintesu kokko kakra kire ni nyina ne se nipa mu no ompa aba na fe nyame aya adomu a wo so obeba say the whole thing was about one thing. We didn't want to experiment anything again. No, we say so me hwe na adane so hwe a etie nso a na e wo se Owura Mahama beji free enso hwe nim.
Okay.
Enti na ye mpese ye be kwa ye se o obi a wonya bi da se ne oman na tete apansam no ye se kwa akofo obi aba be so na hwe. Na ye hia obi a sebio waye bi da ena nyame ya adomu a oba ya ode nkunimdi a efese baaye nkunimdi ne baaye no apart from ahoto a Ghana fo anya eni asundue no o hyase sebi penifo se baako eredu a ebu enti obefa apamfo a oni ombebɔ bra na omaye ntotoya ne nhyehyɛ a ebetimi aboa ma oman ne nkanko aye krabehwe ototo ye first few appointments oye let's just say wakofa omo a omo soso aye bi penfo share the chief of staff Owura Julius Debra o share ne mpanifo a ka omo ho Owura ne secretary Callistus Mahama o share omo Standogbe Onukra de say he was too tremendous at some point because he succeeded in rebranding the party's logos and African party attraction was too much. At some point, you could print t-shirts now we print no. Ebi house me printed 10,000. Baby I print no nasa because we share locations are where now. Just Ashanti region, which means 10,000 t-shirts. Within a space of few minutes, now, sir. Yenti Nina Nioma, a Buama, Intino, which means he has put competent hands. Omuye Juma. Intino, acquire Bibi say 100 days in you. But people are thinking, say, I say, Ora Mahama, where the bear in fear me and sign according to money. Because his achievements within this period, no. And you're way higher than 8 years of Akufado's retrogressive regime.
I know, crap.
Akufado the Yakoya Chibebre. The most striking one, may fair free, Wamwa, Sebio, na Omwa Dins and Seme, and Wakufado and Sem. She said, oh, Papa Penimua, and now Mammy Penimua. Wa born a brad in sika to ho e de sie wo bank na wo aban wo si wo hia bosia na watimi apagya ne sika say oh aban de wo hia bosia wo ye the safest obi a obetimi de sika abo ne besia enti ma me mfa me sika yi asabi o me mfa nya hwi sesi yi enu ope na me de toto press na me de toto eno so me de sika ne mana busu mi bia no o de hu sin ho be ma me na me de akototo press na ma me akokra Mammy Abrewani Akokra, or more page of musica, the Akoboy Kufado Busia, or no any age mate too. No, what me I show many shake canoe for real thousand any more because on far bad. Yes, no, or no, what me for Sicano the Abonebo after having stolen every money that was put in the coffers of this country. Now, or no, see my fat. Now, a real say, or more picket, or more demonstration, it got to a point. I was say, yeah, Mebuno. Your name arise Ghana so called Bo Muchidom. Emma Afe, your call no for the first time can you frata who pay free the office eba be shiaomo. Na omat na hono best and I watch it air na watch him when Pierre da couple say arise Ghana a day ye support called Tower Mochi. Because Sebi and penny for say in a boy jabbing here too. We are the Ababa cocra. Entina was say ye call boy my minim near Papano. Any idea? Ene urajo mama bai we ye free hwa me gidi say abeye eno me bia na nke da oman ne so a wode ni nhira ababe pre afri ho ebio hwese enkwala a sabio omu nyina no adwuma ni ho nti obi ama ne fon so a enye se enkwala nkwa na eye empanifo ni bi kan ho na so asofo ni bi kura ye but omu ye no dem se no ye ne fon so nti obi ehu ena eja omu ye omu bet nkiti afedi Akufado sore ya wo si o hia mo twabet na mo dia yeye na me ene mo bet na mo twa na 10% mo di ya met 10% ya no so kanu furata ya na wabu yekom ebi ase e levy tutubotom tax se me di misika na mo America to petrol o so won chime onye mehwe na mo mi diskan ko to me phone so a wo si o petrol na wokoto no eto da so me say je woto e wo sika odi akoto phone so me kan so na the vice president enam ka digitalization and digitalization
me kai pa
ene sa to no afiri so ebio entro ahodo na aban a otwamu odi adwadi sem nyoma enkoso ene China obi antimi nko biem dollar sem ne nyoma oba ye sesei ato force nyame ada Roma odi ato edum yen she say bibia akodadi na say within 100 days say Ghana for etiminya such achievements minister kaneno ohwe ekwan so timi be ditro adan ya ye kwan firi ha ekoka Kazakhstan achi ekwan ya Akufado si wayie no so wo toato akwan no so etwam Japan Asu yehu kwa bia. I know correct. They say ministers are Ora Mahamadi o mubaye Ora John Jinapo o baye wo hwese ne wototo anyinam kane ho sensem. Anyinam kane a Ora John Jinapo no ye minister odi free aban mu. O jaye no saa pepepe na Akufado jaye wo fa kapreba emeka ho. Waya ye de betwe anyam kane no so bia kwa akurase a obi tie akurase a wonya kane anso so a Akufado ni na panfo kofa baya no so omo de eyi friend is connection man abesi akire say ton cables no afenyo marking di baby una put di baby no mo ton cables no obi wia cable ni ton
Wei
se Kenya ban wei ene ka ba ya ka wei ke de o man no adane ye nkwanta
enokre
enti se wo hwe sa ne ma wei nyina na se se ye di gu se ni ani na se bia ye se wo ha mu chichemu se na mde ma owura mahama ni fie enan ya Ghana de amani ne enna wo ha ene ye di hu adanse ya sabi eye na wo ha mum Nyankopon pe na metimi de the word perfect I describe no na mum se me ma ohamu chichemu a metimi ama owura mahama ohamu chichemu aduokono enwotwe mienu no baako eye Nyankopon de a mentimi fa nyame de enka no na baako nso so ye sinto bia oba ye sabi wo ye nipa
sanete
untimi nka se waye bibia ma na ye fe oba ye appointment baako mienu bi wo ho a bepem na me ne nya adwen eye me na me kire ma adwen enye wo adwen na me
sanete
me ne nya adwen me ne nya adwen because ma adwen ye me se enipa ni bi wo ho a na e wo se nka omo soso nka ye asotwen ma wo mo ebi te se menu afianko na nso so empanifo se achia na emu
yes
ebi te se menu adambona me ne nya adwen da kopim da sebi obeyi na die me ne nya adwen he doesn't qualify and I don't think he is fit for purpose for that office sa enunum ni twetwemu a yaka bia wa ye bia no sebi ye bona baso
na correct
na momu no ye koyanimu no ehye ne ntotoye ni bi wo ho a eno soso no knowing say or you very experienced no me gidi say and omu say ono so peni omampani a ansa na obebie na no e de ne sia aduasa mienu akase meye wei no na broni efre bibi broad consultation omu say ne track record ene ne portfolios a we kura no omampani bi eni wa wa ye bi sa apɛ
enokre
omampani bi eni wa why vice president abedi president e Ghana ha apart from ura Melsa oyeye odi na chija no ena omampani bi enu why assemblyman aye deputy minister why minister why your friend is saying vice president aye president wa kofie wasa aba te se ura mahama so se ye de ebia amemu sem egu nsani ani a boni fra bibi standards de be susu owura mahama no yentimi fa susu akufuado because akufuado ni nim de wo fom papa
enokre
ena owura mahama ni nim de e wo soro e wo ye friend say amamu nim de mu
dakre
book nim de mu nyina o nim de chen akufuado ene ba wo mi a ye de o mu mienu aka bo na susu no ade bi wo abroni friend say e unpardonable offense because watra ho pen enu nti na wo hwa enhyehyɛ ne ntotoe ni bi wɔ hɔ a yɛn mu bi no ɛke yɛ pɛ na abasahare so deɛ me nana ka ne impi yɛ pɛ ne speed yɛ pɛ sɛ ɛnka yɛnya resource ɛnɛ ya but ɛsan sɛ yɛsi deɛ pɛni ɛte hɔ a n'ani duru no akɔla gyina abronsan so a n'ani nuru hɔ no enti no ɔno no ebi a he sees the end from the beginning but yɛn no soso yɛ na yɛ pɛ ne ntɛntɛm
shabo
enti enumu na mesre say of all his offices what create ne your friend is saying portfolios or diamo bia no many nsa menua Felisofosu kwachi but his is the most important tool for his governance because say ohwe the scenario about how obi etimi abedru olegitimi abedru terminal 3 na ontimi nyi say terminal 3 na ye John Mahama na see ye meanwhile na ye February 17 2017 what must say so if you imagine say obi atimi adwen say Akufo-Addo within that short period could create terminal 3 any if I say 1 month and some days
okay
na ni nyina no ehu da wubo aka sabi amanfo botom enu nti na me say minua Felix Ofosu-Kwakye in the office no and the most important of all the offices that were created because communication is the tool for this government it makes say moving forward no on creating information pool and yes sir minister nkasa yenti wuni information
on kasa kra na
and was said by the time a bibi be see ewo ebi a ministry A government agency bi no e was say omu wie ya information pool no ye de kotum na ye te say the omu friend is saying Oko UK omu free BB press association press
okay.
I think every information is gathered there in that pool, so omu making sure say information enkame society and you say my see ade no Kumasi fo ehu say yes. I'll give you a clear example. When you say Ghana for that Sujidi say or Mampeni Kufo ne see Sofola interchange. Meanwhile, the farthest President Kufo went. At that time I was at Fox. The farthest he went and he said all the a form be pillars, multi pillars. A government of Ghana funded project.
Yes.
And you know, Professor Mills by pillars bears a 2 and a SCO. Not bridge net that horn any ho. There or a Asafo interchange, which we credit him and PLS Kofo Sebi OYB. But say ye can't a memo to your name who say, especially in respect of say, ye say a buy achieve your friend is saying with record time infrastructural projects. Meaning say Mahamana Kasano bet me beating who to it. This government, I'm not sure, can beat his first term in office unless he ups his game. And you know, the Uboni yame. And then I was say and Kebia yehu a list of his achievements, even though he has promised to say in 120 days, you know, Obama Ghana Fuehu, how far he has gone in respect of promises bia or yes, say within that time frame, you know, obey. His appointments, the ministers, his CEOs, or deserve commendation. For example, for the first time, you say, you say, penny ne to sa na konkwala diem. Wama emofra emabunu appointments are. Ene na minua asafoje.
Yes,
cool. Or your discussion, no just say, utimi say he is abreast with what he is doing.
Yes.
Ena, according to say, ya suma for intimun suma ye beko. Omo ya suma kro. O hwe Sami Jamfi, o hwe J, o hwe emabunu ahodo Abbas no din nom. One more appointments are sebi enye say mpanifo ne nkwa na aben omo nkwala so omatete omo yie eye ade a ye bebo na baso na mom ye ka no na ye ka sa ade awie say mpanifo si sebi kokrafo so de ehu hia enti ye besre say o hwe mabunu no o ma nani so nko kokrafo ne so na sebi akoto afresu ni nyame minua pani ani me wo fati hey see ye nyame anim so say otiwe ono ne da no enti ye be sere se empanifo no so bi ofie ye ka no na ye bo na baso no so no na o kai se ono anso so no se bi o wasembo ne po ewo empanifo ne side. That said, I will still tell a story of the 98% that I have accrued on his name.
Okay.
Say he has really been very tremendous. So far, so good. If I should borrow the kind words of President Kufuor, I would only add the word very. Say so far, so very good.
Medicine na poku na yete nensano. Mamenko Alaji Amadu Sorogo we. Alaji. What's it? Enye easy o.
Me kind of point.
Okay.
Me nkum because when your time akoko bi bremu. But ya na ehia se e kaya manfo. First and foremost no say who ko krobi so na say unim krono mu ya also tobo anya sa no akoto amenam. Okay. Ne di kan no ade a me de beta Olmai enyina na oba president I fro Olmai ebeda na se ni se amana na akofo ado ene na kromfo no tu ene na mu dopa eni na onim because whatever it is no onim but owura mu no hu se ni akwa sini enti the way you wotimi adjust ne huntentem nani okanso obeye no wotimi timi apodo omubaya na mu se papai enyame ene ayinu ama ne di kan no ansa no be okasa me no obi kwa kosa contract no also who said no betimi because anya just no ordinary person we Ghana for nyina na wo wan kasa odi ato mu say me no ba be sign social contract na watwe me ne metimi aye ni ena ba ko adu esi ne me ni adi okru ne me ni wo ha na emom no kwata enkoduru eda wa ha ne aduoni ni de na ne metimi aye ni enti no mu hwe na mu start say mo maki ne di kan no yam find out a dear no ka far first 14 days me bo boss keke say na ba just people remember okay so be form the cabinet within the first 14 days me wana was na otwumi no
done and dusted
enti na otwumi no pepepe na oyi ni nipa nyina cabinet ni nyina oyi ni record time
system ministers in Croatia we
56 I don't know within 30 days and oyi 56 ni nyina so for no credit or ato nchen so be kan ya so oni party mpanimfo na nya adeketo according to me general chairman o si omo force na nka say enka won fa 5 ministers enka won nya 65
no mpachew
na onpa Ghana for cho after all ko for be ye bi ko for si ni ministers ni do so do oba no be hu say to oba adbeka say me na minim ana President John Dramani Mahama said abi ko for no so no nim because no ndi president da ba me no mabedi bi da enti me ni excuse say me ba ka che Ghana for si na minim 60 na maka no o se me mfa kwota mponto so na mse ni pansi o kwota o come what ya say onye da enti ya hwe within 14 days no na waye ni nyinara ya ba ne nyina nim say economy ne atia pansan enti o se me ba sabe nyansa yemfa ne nipa ba ko petrim enti no meboa kukudamfo a wo nim kro no so economics ni de ka menye baumia ano so no within the time na wonya economic dialogue no and was set up 7-member committee me feel say Ismail Yamson and ana edano
yes
masa utimu se ne mani nyina na ekopepepe cons and what was education nyina nim sa say me ka say me ba education no hey sa free HS and a school then and I'm bi kwa no pa bi kwa nwumre no e wose epe kwanya beye na me ba me di wo mu nyina be ba academy wo mo bin wo school mu wo mo ye nim de parents students and pass wo ba ye within the time no so be ye no wo ye the consultative conference on education ema obia be kan emene ni afri mu ba no ene ade ba be bopo ama education no akọ nanim the way ese ekono was it within 90 days taxes bi o wa Ghana for ya complaining how was he free wo me patcho mi say ya ye anase ye minu ya boboso COVID tax e-levy betting tax emission tax 15% on electricity VAT taxes ni bi bre o se de bi ni nyina no enya dia me kan na me se meyo ena mayo academic user fee was ya kwada na bi wo ma ben enso so no parents no the first year no won kwada ni nya kwankon ya na den ntino me ba university for won mukwe ni ampanso so no yeguso a ye implement no den mama case was wo mu ase wo ma di dem adenti no wadi dem abra no ba ko university na also nkotua da bida free from year 1 up to the time ubewie nyina no e was say eye free ampanso his excellency John Dramani Mahama oye enu achi no menu nyina na wa say and was he free sanitary pass was he within the short time ye ma ba no bibre ferienti wo mu ntimi nko school so mu bu wo mu nsemu a wo mu nyina titifie affect wo mu and within that period no meye me pacho we allocate a huge amount and ye ba beto 12 million
last week Kromusha so much chebi
okay ya start
Shama
okay
Western region
12 million pass ye ba che ediama school for what you ma enya mari na sabe mu sika mutimi ko women's banking seed money answer na obeti banking sabe enya de oduru ya no so master
sika
edishase edanya ebepe offices den seed money meye ampass wo ba ye wo ya na waye wasi epe kwanye mabunu ne benya adwuma nti e obi afra no adwuma wura ye obi afra national apprenticeship ye obi afra 1 million coders apprenticeship program ni nyinara
1 million on and they are launching.
Yeah, launching Manyaki Adiketwa within few hours. A month for 100,000. When a small president in the cancer mayano, why yet and I said, why ye? Was it look? Peace here no baby. Me ba boku. I was a conclude be a befaso near faso. The first time Oba Yano, the first place or koye. Apart from a media conference or koye, I will buy young cremo for Obeda Yaseno. The most important program or was you president was to fly to Boku. Within baby a second year tiono was a meko mensumi ebi akokasa kire wo mu. Enu achi wakohu mpenim for a otumfo na da animu. Samun sorry na munyina na saade we say eyakumbi a ebe hadwene. Was look koko ye nyina anim se koko hia. But who trade the way ye sika ne kofom na. E was ye nya bibi ade be boa. Gold board. Until I say a form gold board. A man for say wintimi nye unye say was within that time ye. Ye timia ye anya laws. Ya passing laws no ya form gold board and ne ya advertise hundreds of vacancies obi a also apply. Ya nka say ye nya ne MPP for ye. Omuko share ne afre chairman we ofani pass e bra. Wo nkrofo se fa bra. President said there be Ghana eye nyina dia. Was it look? Your workers need break
within 48 hours. Not nipa 90,000.
Yes,
and I apply.
Yes, 90,000. Yes. One started and almost 90,000 within 48 hours. As they say, no about 1 million within 1 week. And what you know as you workers your salary and swing. But I was say starting in term and the tripartite committee no me amiko tran will be yenara yamra nyahuni ebeya yabekoso na bibia be a man for suro was there be kronuna do so do me ba meti bibia friend ora ansa na medroom pono ha mum nkonko am investigation na mum abo ankrofo na no a man for tia pai masa mpacho se police ni ba na onya kromfo a una ofa ho unya kromfo
mini
boni police ni betwa mu amira me fa ho o si da bida police ni na de na so oba betwa mu adenti na so ofa kwan we so unim na no okasa afa no marking because no onim ni eba
ne ho bon
who ni esi wo ECG as a board chairman unim ni ekoso containers any cables any various meters eyira ekikamba entini esi adiboni ye ni no dwane abra obia ntane do mpede kamfante
obi
anta no do eno so oba no si de bi ensu asai and was here pakwanya de betimi protect within that short period mining leases MPP that week no mobile bekono wo mu sign hundreds and hundreds of leases was in nyina matwam e bia anya dwuma biom sa forest na mu kom no hey yanko hobiom this is the president who dreaming our person will leave a good legacy for the people of Ghana. Was a look 24-hour project 24-hour economy a idea was a phrase but I was say emrano and yeshe because obeka ya MPP for emraben you cannot come no say emrani enshas into some no say the legal framework the best no yeah but even before then no a lot of the institutions no has started 24-hour program womu ya eniama ekoye jojo and the resetting of Ghana was a look eniama bi breko yes say president in appoint way constitutional review committee is one of the most important things say antimi anya yanko yanim because powers ni yedi bibra kwa share president ni nsem sanko no anko di president o kase na me na midi di anka power ni me nyibi so Davida anya minti constitutional review committee ya set munkohwem na niam ehia ya de power bibra kwa share nipa ba ku nsem one appoint electoral commissioner one appoint chief justice one appoint IGP one yewenu yempe kwanya ebefa so a yebe branase waye this is one of the most important economic year wo mo aya eba be yi ntina no waye sa wucha mikasa meka nsami de minia bibre papa isi my draft draft enyama bibre and the only thing I make and say so far young konkramufo o promise so ba enkamufo me sorry ma papa was a hajj say see me kase me free hajj na ebe me free hajj na ebe this year masa hajj o ma oversubscribe wow over. Because Papa Natiso from 75,750 million what they about 620 what is 130 million na man so papa why are because kiye ko obetum wa tum wonso wa nya baby e wono was atiso enu wachi
what is to say
enu wachi no say hwe nyante so nko a holidays na me kan no adan o say me de adwuma me de eyo eye osie anase osie eye oyo and one mayen eid we say nkrofo bi free nyame Monday e bi free nyame Sunday but we all had 2 days Mondays and Tuesdays or declared holidays mayen
wow
o say meyo ana wayo enti nkramofo enti and I was say what declare say look market share no doso fire service Miami Chrome was say look yentimi sorry ani atiti office na eja move them every day to the markets and to establish market we instruct MN fire office market bi obeko bia omo unit wo sorry wo dia nse wo ko advice say bibi na be sia and mani mu ya no na wadum no na wo wuram na wo advice because man for bi atra so see e pew yempel ombedi boni e dia hye ne so market say she office ni nyina na ekwa but MPP for national and no pamuno no metimi aka say so far the contractor onu omo say we kura me kai 120 and 100 and for 20 days okura jara o anka 120 ni ebe ke kase papa wa ya na wonye 100 ni ne and so we ni oso be 120 no ama wa eko nti ni ebe kan say yeda na say wa point wo hwa emma youth our point to and you're very good. We are praying and we are telling the youth that they shouldn't disappoint His Excellency. Because they are the future leaders. Yen train. Train. Including me one also train. And I'm One opportunity now, me pacho. Don't disappoint His Excellency, the President. Work hard. Justify the confidence no papa and show mu confidence woman and yatia kasa one station the chief of staff. So when you're in the Sikano, and what decided say what they call Copema, and they are full play, no what very more, and Kayabe day, and then some payer, list over where walking, and Quaco fine a Ghana for it. But what decided said there be, you establish a baby, that's and some pebiba, a dissuya, Suya, Yentiminka, now man scienti. And to me, the American say, so far, so good. Ye more percentage at the same Mimia we in your media manua, Yakanano. Ama papai, but there's still more because Ghana for GDM maye. Niame hami any sam crofona or we didn't draw or be to send team for draw. Na MPP for sorry. Mwamu himself rana waka sama wakano. We need jina so bia. And the only things I come back I have must be a copacho, not to sign. Copacho, just sign like I say unia. We dear, young fight on one no a crash maka. Maka and so many Timon fight me. Mujina na mu justify. And you say papa, Sadia would have evidence now one because one can say we see cocaine any sika and a plane in the ba as I befabiako. And I would do two plane a sika cocaine a yache who besides and no way. And to the Ghanaians the 4 minutes say sa cocaine a cochiano and on a plane in Babafako. A question back where me be so and I'm there free soon say. Repacho where they may be selling store. Say me I buy that's me the plane about betam cocaine aqua. Mama plane about tonight for 5 days. Yes, I buy the way.
What you know why I want to ask you?
Samimi I buy. Me cocaine ready.
Say one day passion.
I like.
Passion na
unim nyenti omunjuni sa no ma ye bida. Aduma no mudi no.
That ye.
Aduma no
Ghana ha.
And say wo ba fa
no ampa.
Ghana ha.
When you be Sancha, who didn't see that who play over Casafa.
Political parties,
ambulance. MP. Was it the mere fact is any pandamunu? Actually, say, or Baba for cocaine. Yes, I mean, You didn't even think. Plane line, everything landed, fuel net to several areas. Plane kitwano, one tank no capacity nisa. And this Okwechia or Kwa Ebia, 1,000 kilometers, 2,000, 3,000, or so landing or fuel. 1 minute now. Now, in any case, no, so your beer would be crown who ya. Will you go on to a press conference? No, it's a press conference not limited to Ghana. Oh, Tong Ghana, Mama and Sayina, say yang, yeah, cocaine. Now, Unu, and our papa. 77 previous.
Alaj.
Minia.
And Pennyfor say, Mona Muka said, you dear chase you do Dika Nanti.
Why
the Dika go Ghana anymore internationally?
And that's all. And Akufado.
Now, Ghana ha. Well, Akufado, that's what you say. Ube Boko case or Ghana. Uboko case or Ghana. Why na konta? Anyway, Mama. Why an MP? A cocaine. I bro, are you? Nipa or no sabin can never day need you was a conyan. MPP, no name. MPP, Yawu MPP no. Nidia, ya de two no, the same name, and a cocaine. Oh, I see. Cocaine, and the same name. MPP cocaine, you almost say name. The same name, no. And a money laundering, and a middle name. Hey. When I cocaine or Ghana Hanum, I could find a law firm. Cocaine case be a Ghana be omnidi. Cocaine case be a omnidi. One law firm medical case apart from the law firm. Oh, okay. I mentioned my own call. Serious. When I need the Roman court. When I need the Neti. I could find Tiasi Ubeka cocaine. Now, Mahama now coca cocaine when I be mono. Over Mahama or any more only a Kufadwa. Any Bawumian when I say be a addict. Why not so be a addict? To be an addict. There be why not say will be a addict. But you boss or a boss who knows ye acquire a crew. I don't think that Patrick Boaman say ye acquire one evidence. I maintain minority for you to me. Now, I Jim Jane, I found your marking. Who say I did acquire bay because their plan was to just divert their attention from that was the only agenda they want to use. Now, and Pennyfor say I been Bonnie Bear create 3 more tongue. And Yanko can say more a bay who send a bay a bit diverted Ghana for attention free. And yet, cables are every animal. And yet, if Fodro, una would din Reverend Count. Ghana for the young say Kosiama Quenya Meson. And Tiwono would be Reverend in Tukoka. Now, name say Cramo, and yet Nete, and a man here Cramo. Nimite obi gisem ye kremoni ba enchemeba ancho me ya dwen say ase kremoni ye cha soreko because seriously ewu onu kra because unim the way asofo timi di bone in the name of Christ no me nyini say concerning Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam abem ne somfu be yesa yes obi a woni sinto I'm not trying to be very religious at but senior obitimi bo Christo di timi di bone when what's why suffer I will kind 1 Timothy 10 chapter 1 downwards be bien we qualify so you suffer nothing but wait opa John Mahama catch now say asofo afre no we suffer munya no amunkoche no obi akwa fa duro a ekuma pemfo abeto no hana pedigo asofo etuet na chi hwede na ekoso Ghana ha fa na zoom line opra obi ani zoom line opra wo he enso oji sika da bia ye hu finti wa ye yie ukoka na pedigo asofo wo ye da etimi enka eti no media madwe ye me se asori na ewo Ghana ha no ye di nyame dream e de se o man no enu tina bisi minya kremo ameba no ba me nim se me qualify oba qualify and I just because I am a time sorry dear enke hu ye na nka mu na mo tete yan se nka obi abie bone a mu na mo be twe na so matwe nanim e wo badwam e ma mo nya sei e ma mo nidi atem e ma mo mokro no asofo na akronfo kra chen omo a omo kwa asore no enti no me ya se obi a wose woye sofo onim se asema wo kan ye tro no kan anya se onim pefe se ade a wo kan ye tro enya ma men koka for diversionary purposes na me sa fa ngu owurama na wo koka kokain a wo akufo do tiase no obi a wo se bi hu no fi ni huni mu bakra ontimi mfili
and then no kasa
na wo de kwa kokain
mo be kaya na yenim say full cause first April
na ka de kwa wo de we hide behind po e ka de we hide behind April fool
na ka say we I'm sorry na o say April no so de nka no be
me there I think say on that you know aban so medi aban ho yaw kakra ora mahama medi ora mahama aban ho yaw kakra hwe me ya na maye eni me nya anye enenam procrastination is said to have been the thief of time. The more now ye be no ya nche no afa ya ko no ya afa no mark say exam de ne beba ene wo wei the more na mo yes anyo ma we no na mo ma ese enkofo kutupa akwai wonu ankasa ne church member bi kura be ka che yese wa repu no bepem ne e ka matina e ke bi a church member na bet me aba yes wonu ne church member
minti
me no be friend me me ko to me Facebook
okay minti
so was wa repu no fa what ne church member
Legon branch pastor
was say akwa no kwan of fa so ode mu no bepem na ohun kwa yo befa so enti we ka mo nyina na ka sorry ba na ba na oba be kan nsem
no mum de nya ne ye kan
no ye kan me am say mo nyina na sai say mo nyina ni
nsem bibre pie ya yire na
say mo manatna ho we bi otimi ko di to abai so when how far this story has gone
no I serious because a whole country no ba be at a time our country no anim dia sorry no bia trust say a new president aba a corona sorry agina ho now utimi because so person diverting crowd attention because of chrono dream keta si sha mo ye na excellent
kebu obi di benya kan ya wosi makoto kebu no so wa seda crack kebu no wonti woni kofi asati be di atu ba so na crack kebu ne ba Ghana kofi asati be di atu
metie no o program bi say
wonu na kofa kebu so most of them ba Ghana na mo amu ya mo sa da mo contact mo sa koto na wo afanya ma ku wi abeka chem so ye businessman crofon we abeka chem so ye businessman
create root and share ibi
crofon we say mahama buy we pa ma pin to for na ye ka say pin na ira one the first person be press conference
me na make a chiro me na make a chiro nti anu o she nti
kebu so ni ba bi ekohu bi
obi ze ba bi
o o mam ta cancer world na
Togo dia no wati
ebi ko Togo
ebi ko Togo
Central here so be a go mo side ho na say
akrofo asefo obi am boy for me say me hu obi o MPP ni a me hu no say we criminal
enyo mo nyina
se me hu so obi MPP ni na alaji u catch me say ni pa na ni papa wo Ghana ha alaji me nyu ndi bi
obi wo ho a
wonye papa
dabi wo kana say ya nje
dabi anye jai me we MPP ni chamia e be chwa to
no crab
but me hu say ku for do criminal no me fa me hu nkobo no
na free mu
why me say say o catch me say MPP ni am do be court o be so catch me e crofo me do be court am wa be you hu ano
Nanti also MPP.
Why not? Because I mean, what my yama boy for same say kania ya see a person be call akurase na koto hu cable say yanche kania ni bi nkwa akurase na I pylons dada na nioma cables e wo pylons no so ya dada no yesesa no wo se me makwa kwa wia cable na koto ama India ni China ni so wo fanya lo serious o wo fanya lo mi television wo fanya lo mi ene na da na wo fanya ma ke wia wa yo anu kakra kata ai alaji tiantimi nka se pleku ampe wo ba jino no ba ka che Ghana for say cable na wo ko wia as board chairman makoto no yam divert attention who electrification project don mahama pencil oye 2,801 communities
MPP buy omanya ba
omanya bibia
alaji because we man an energy committee
yes
yeah more than even that MPP buy up to today all their 8 years no jama 2% pay at a time where you did almost 20%
obi tie krase pekania motimi asesa cables
akwa kosie
muya wo say ai friend say
itin fojo
na dey me ya ne say me na nanso din na eda ne so fojo no e ka fojo de enka fojo of de na fodu a wodi tro say wo wie ya so no ko konfo otrofo panyi ho Bawumia so ko da bi say wo say Bawumia na yede na utimi twatro a yentimi nchewo na me de mako twatro a ya chimi wo twatro a chance an ya chewo na ye say mi mako twatro a ya chimi se sie ya chimi enti ora Bawumia kwa be na afa so wo de twatro a ya nchewo na Bawumia say wo twatro a emo wani ha wani hwe camera ni de twatro yeah no gestures no alaji hwe gestures no adan wan ko bia na Bawumia ho no ko ye Oko training how to lie who training
anyway no dey no can because Google crazy the biggest liar
Oko training
that's for sure India anya me wanwa
no sir ya man no o man no say we obi a wo tena se din to when hwe amama hodo so a Ghana efe say be ma in the name of politics na yes say o man no yes destroy o man no na say NDC buy MPP apenso te see a chi cocaine ni bi
why
omo ba ye ya chi cocaine be say
3 times 3 different times 100 million 150 million 350 million
what man say omo chi omo because you cannot be in a country like Ghana say be ye be ma ahanuma be cocaine hub wo te so a wo ye cocaine no wan chi omo onu omo ana ekoba ana mo nso mu hwie bi fra timi hwie cocaine na maboda no ye de makoto America udi onim na ri oga se obi yare ye kwa cocaine ena ma nkofo yare brain tumor na yare na wadwuna bom gben ase oti abodam cocaine kwa cocaine wo yare ya so ne de kwa America ehon ne betima ahwe ne yare
se kura no me
because cocaine no
sika na omu awia no asa edoso
it's a national security threat this topic gide bia me can say ya wade bi e fe ne fiscal decentralization na say ubusa omo aye ye fe ne sen auditing eda say uhwe sika akufo do say wabɔ ho besia de aba o my Ghana mu na uhwe mpuntudwuma e wo constituency by constituency mu a wo de divide that 761 billion na oje no by the 16 regions na hwe sika sena region bia benya
na hwe
de bia metumi eye board kase Ekufodo cannot account for 10% of the money he accrued.
Yeah, that one is possible.
And so you should know say he has more than 90% with himself and his family and friends. That criminal syndicate, the monies they have, it's a national security threat. Because they say, they can tell you how much dollars should cost. Because they have all the dollars under their beds. Sure, Barbesias is the other part. She can't send him passing. She can't send the other part passing. $43 million. Yes, one from Koti Odomu. Odon so na me ni apani Ibrahim Mahama. No, otini free.
Not free.
Na see akwamatisi yes wo say ko.
Mama sanse kra.
Okotin free. Ebi aba betua petroka. Ono na won expertise, ono na wo mrofo a, omuni se na esi move anwea free. Oh, ni nyina obi ye ni free o waje $43 million. Wo de akosha won pass. Wo wie ya wo su made akọ wie $1 million. Oh nyame nya atwa deka. O wo akọfa 43, obi afamu ba akọ pe ya wo ya. Na wo manfo de o ma ne nya ya. Anase ye de ye mu de ye na ye ntinu mu dwen se nya ya. Oh ntinu so nya abotre na sa owra na ekoso eni hu tutu ye ne nyoma na owra Mahama say. Or recover all loots. Sika obenya no. Ya Ghana ye hia bosia. Because sika Ekufodo no mawia no. Hwe wakotra sa kopa akwa hu ba bia Ekufodo efi a wesia on. Hwe Buckingham Palace so.
Hey.
Oh. Ebia ya mamu fa camera. Me say.
Apart from
France. That's France they were say. France ni dan ye mienu na wo.
Mienu eh.
Ana wo sa wo Guyana.
Oh Guyana so bi oh.
Oh, me say dan ya me dia me fa nkwa kire o.
Guyana.
Me say me fa nkwa kire. Opa. Se Twasako properties for no. Won be ma ye say ye fa camera nkọ ho. Ye kotwa ba ha.
Bia na o ma ma.
Ekufodo na mo ahun. Ahwa. Bodemini na be pare na bo. Ya adwene ye no. Ye nye. Bodemini na be pare na bo.
I see.
Eche say na wo de ko he. Eya na me busa mo say ene. Hwe Omampani Rollins near way. Omampani Mills way. Hwe President Kufo say kura me nyimi say aduane a wo pepa obetimedi. nipa ye de kwan
ye de kwan
ya etina ho dina makre move so ya me fe no chese mo de kwan nyame na de ma nyame beje o papa oba yo wia o man sika DCC hotel you anton onton wie yi e na se odi aye bank ya o sa akodi na ade yi
o sa akodi
e na o ka se wanye societe general ni Ghana bi mu
o sa
waje odi bonkum di ade ma na odi ni fa aje
on dem nte
waje
anyway
change basic ke na ma me etino sani o mani nyina bi busa mu say yes sika de afew but sika ni monyam wo mpa ne fe efe ten bibia enye sika ne na afew na ni monyam na eta ho no
na be efe
mesre say ohun ebi kura mpo a sebi mpredasa sika ye o ma wie Kofi Asante be di etuwe say why to say agome
so about back
Ghana now we are Ghana why is nkotomre kasa watoto moto wo pe bibia wo pe say agome na aka wi etu o mafo sika wo wi a e ya adwen hu mienu because et say no me we den e be ba beto enyina boye de ja be hia to eti mesre say operation recover all loot no be di manusi no enya di hia na yan recover most of the loot say yantimi an recover all mpo na ya recover most a ebetimi aboa me de asiesie akwan e de aye mpuntunwuma magana aye krabehwe senka kufodo disaster no na John Muhammad 54 billion pe hwenwuma ode ye na watimi age 761 billion
ni bi papa bi ade kire
ni hwede kire yakoka na se be di atem yakoka ukrom hene se ya be forma
okay
etim ma me adwa to e be for
mara se list wo na yetene kalaji na obibi kan
na ne America ni sa de ba kokura mi referee ana ya yi ni se wo hwe boapayo a akofado ye ya akobie Volta Lake flooding ebe nsuo no be di Volta for oti Savannah ewisa se japade nyina
ebe pie bunu
isti nyina ebe pie Volta nyina awoka so no mfa ho na mokra mu votu ma no je mbaye no o se Davida ye timi we Ghana ye nyina idea wa locate sika se mu yes is it 250 yeah about 200 se mu mfa na mu mfa mo
papa
yes because Ghana one Ghana esi Kumasi anka the same thing obeye esi Western region anka the same thing obeye adentina mo koye we na musa ba mochi abefa sebe before there wo mo enye nipa me anya me won because okay last 2 and 3 years wo mo ya budget wo mo ja Volta region
and sanity
wo mo ja the
film
yeah can wo mo say it was an oversight and so benya wo bia sebe wo Volta region
wo sa Volta ka Ghana almost subai no
sanity appointed port director of port Keta port containers wo and so ni obi a director awo jisika yamane car awo de nam
yeah mobo
NTM people no tinyame na aboa tinameka so omo ayamanya kwanya ya appointed no me pamu chow those who be appointed those who have been appointed mamu ndi yehwamo
yo
munyere mu hona munya adwuma na munya adwuma
alaji de say wo de oni o mapani Mahama ya adwuma pen
why not
na wonim sɛ ne ono so na asɛmtie
o minim
na ono no onyaka dabi adabi entimi no ya na mehia me nuanom a omanya tumi a omo som no a me ka kyerɛ omo sɛ papa we ukoye bɔne just what is a why bɔne ne nko akora no judgment enough enti obi a fantu ne hofo na wo kɔ no hwɛ na wo hu ankogu nsu angugu nkra because John Muhammad when who say reserve players need Dawson and a reserve player be also or ya dream boni player because we so person will be share I will be proud obi obenya it say am for so vampire say
am for
obi proud
wa vampire say obi hu na watimi anya na fundaka waton
say nyankopon
enipa hu obeda wanya fundaka na
asem no
nyankopon oti obi ampai
and obi abon
enti na osofo etimi nya congregation na doctor so anya obi oyare na pathologist anya obi awu
owu anu ba
na fundaka ewura so anya
obi na ne okosie
so anya
bi na sa tini wura so no okoti ne obaji na no kura ase no mfote na omo fom no omunso anya aduane adi
meda sempenifo mama mento ade kakra pass specialist Seba hospital so men catch us nya me yadoma adwade Easter Monday na Easter Monday omo ye Easter Monday health bonanza free health screening na omo ye omo hwe hepatitis B and C, blood sugar, blood pressure, machine checks ahuru na scans on baby so omo yi 50% umpe we no per day. And for any chem or power specialist Seba hospital wo enkran ha obehu omo pokuase kwa benya kwan no so ACP obehu omo ho for any chem ho mosa amwo kumase fe yase Lake Bosomchi Road opposite Jesbro filling station Takrade Anaji Estate opposite Anaji MA school now which me after 0555 797878 and 0200 383831 and 0244 544422 now when in paid for Enkasa. Your health is your wealth. In Tisana Power Specialist Seba Hospital Eka Victory Garlic Mixture semen control say obi ho ana na kuma bon prepare to se bia na won sane won 9 ayetitriti ayana woni so ayekusukusu me kamfo Victory Garlic Mixture the amount me pacho improve blood circulation pa mamboje ni die fruitsane yi sa so na me pacho ebuani padua nti wo yaro me kamfo Victory Garlic Mixture mo enkra kwadru mu fo eni chim workings work herbal dodo bi opay to akoton no won sabetumi akabe ni bebi eton edro wa akra ha bia won sabetumi aka Victory Garlic Mixture and after 020-129-3280 and 0242-54-5633 no ne empenifon kasa Safari Valley Eco Resort na medru so Safari Valley Eco Resort udru ha ewo Kre district enti udru ha mountains here obehu omo ho mehu mbo ahru ina wo ho se zebra antelope ne meka ho ina obehu bi ho Saso na Safari Valley Eco Resort a 4-star Forest Lodge Resort. I would do her when you bet to me aji papa. Omo a continental dishes and sana a local dishes wo ho. Baby I'll bet the only problem. Omenya a private a pools wo ho. Swimming pools are when we busan for baby on badano. Mubenya be a dry kama. A why recreational sentence would do her when you bet to me aji. And so I had a canal ma. Because you to the canopy esiso saso na omoso a me pacho bebre wetu akota baby a waterfall sugu kama na weni etumi aje 0596 914394 now on Safari Valley Eco Resort for ending komo Medimosis and Medimosis Clinic and a herbal center on the Medimosis Garlic capsules abedra so yaro when you be no bebo ye papa saso na Medimosis for say yan control say Omo hospital wanti prostate disorders, sexual weakness, male and female infertility, hypertension, diabetes, sciatica, typhoid fever, malaria fever, stroke, STIs, any dental problems in nano, omo dentist for wha me pacho, o kwa bibi e fan wenum dwumedi bi o me diamo, me bibi etumi aye akonkan diamo. Adenta barrier opposite the police station, AESL building, inside Ghana Highways Authority yard. Ajay Kojo opposite school for the deaf. And sana hima kokobin santasa obuase kwane so ukumase 0244 068447 na wonim penifon kasa ex na chow me no water ye bedi se ono ana ye didi ye wo BI se bo ne 350 ml ye 500 ml so ho me pacho bebre and sana 750 ml so wo ye parties family celebration occasion bi a stay mo a pe ex na chow me no water cha kwana no na wunu hoda se unum science no 0596273546 0596273547 extra natural water simply natural enti me ehoho no yenhwe yisinji jam no yakebi pa but we say twaso on ECG iwia na ebo ECC insam ni wia na yede ensam so anoso akoso eha adwene ye yede ono atwaso se sa semisu na no yebebo ohun onkomo obebisa se edi asema yehwe ECG nsensem na yahwe minus so nsensem na no so cause if you galam sensem no eye nine na wo hwe nsem na hadwene yi papa na esi no fisa measures o mu yusu se wo kwa camp na ye hye no meka ho wo kohwe bebi eko wo forest reserve bi ma na hadwene yi o mu twaje kumpa na beboa say ebetumi ayesa na inde galamsey no so nti yenti o eye listo na poku betumi aka ECG ene eye illegal mining no so akabu
mame fan free illegal mining no on say nanu me be ka se bi wa ade enye na enye
menye na enye no
kre sika de sebi me miti ha mi pesika papa but sebi enye sika bia na ode mamia ebe me fese me sabeka ana meji ade bia sebi wa unim se hunsunsuanso eya de bone no yenyai ene ensuo kra yenom kra no upa sensuo nefa collab wo de wa bu pipe nefa collab na yen testing nsuo ne mawo na hwe ade na hwe nsuo a wo sabio odi dware wonom ana ebia wasetena mu nsuo a wo yusuo odi si onioma pani a oda omanya no mampani waka asem no wamana ye tiawa onka se obra se emiye nkutuo from agudie onka se wabra nemum no yesi ye wokwan bi wo a etini wo nipa ni so lenso awie ye ne ye owuo wakire mu kwan from opposition then wa start no waka waba abamu na ode entotoye ene hyehyeye o se ekwan a ye fa so a yetu efom agudie a esei ensuansuwa ne akwaye ahodo no obepese ye be sakra mu enunti na obae o se reset onka se obi enya nkotena fie na ye ntu fom agudie biem onkan sesi ame no ka sei se daman omo time aso sesi omo ko
daman go first
go first for okay. omo ko no so no ye hwehwe se Ghana fo na be kwa akotu efom agudie no because sebi go first for na ankasa no kra no omo gold no omo tuo no mi ankasa minua pani na de nyina Ibrahim na etuo one a contractor wotu ena wotu
engineers and planners
o de ama wo mo no mo di gold no de tie nyansa ya de te Ghana ha yewo o mo di gold no e de akọ amanone na o ma poni hu kitua bia enu o ha mu chichemu num de ama Ghana say gold na mo ankasa mo de sie e de ne machines na kutruments etuma aye no ye de kọ na mom no mo de kati wani wa bi te se due ne de ama mo
say ne de
it is gold no o de for say ya de ama Ghana ni say ana Ghana for say mo ankasa mu ntu so mu tu wi a mo nte machine ka ne eho aka e wo ho na oman no instead say ebenya ohamu chichemu num no ebia ebenya ohamu chichemu aduasa ana aduonu ana ayi a enkamwa
ebeboa
gold board enkamwa
ebeboa
enti no I think say baby aye dru no it's about time sa last scale mining ne nyoma ni nyina no ye regulate no ye regularizing in such a way say even your bigger companies ebetimi employ ye mabunu no yeah omo so no woni say most of anya omo huru gold no ne fa tubu because they say omo huru awie no enkofo sa akoto omania no esa akohoro esa nya gold meaning say adwuma na wo ye no eye adwuma sini eni akatua aden na aban enhedam pe ebi a omo achi edu omo nsemu odu a omo wan machines ahodo a omo timi de tu gold a ebi a ebetimi ahohuru gold na yi gold no a emu anwea no yebetimi ayi anwea na firi mu a yebetimi anya so mfaso ukwa ya na de excavator abofom wa wo hura anwea ni bi efa kese na aka ho na waja ho na wasa akotu baabi unya hu se botai bi wo baabi na wakodwudwam na kese yes say ye kwaye yes say ye nsase me de mesre aban should take part in the reforms hwe yete akire ne yeka ana omunyai ade bie ni wa obetimi agyae wabra wonka ho aban inform ekwan a obetimi aye galamseya na wono ankasa kasa afede eye mumie nyai megidi say no ye one way hwe mede manu si
yo
mekoto asemi nuanom bokofo hwe ewiase we a ye ba ye sebi eye media ewo me sebi titie nyina
hard training
boko so wako boko da on
ben ko hoda
a very beautiful place to be boko where and can say we have business or boko look you will make money just in a blink of an eye when you say ensan kese a ye no Ghana ha ye ton ensan kese pa e wo boko enioma hodo a te say traders a wo ko boko eya busa obi a we trader wo ko boko o de enioma duru ha ensoto say ebe de na mako na no me hu say IGP akoho ewi ase akura na ne ka akura
ne ka tutu abom
ye be srem say ohene otufo de krata epiedwam sabi ye nyame kase no megidi say obia ne de nyame de ball no when it comes to mediation say ohene se wa frasem yentena se na anuanom mumie nyina ya nwenwen kwan ya be fa so a watime ne wakame ne mempene men mamu mfa ha men kosene ha asasi ya ye kun hu ne nyoma ye kun hu nyina ye be dane agya ya de kwan de ya ne de ko mempene ye say usu unu ankasa me kan so unua woni unua ware ye hu kusasi fo ne mamprusi fo ma ware bebre eti ye den na watimi akasa mentimi ni mamprusi ni ntra biem mentimi ni kusasi ni ntra biem mesre nya dia me de manu atumu da but baby e kono sabi wan hwe na enya anya ye de ni hu akwa jim e baby ye be bokina o ye sa ben togo mesre
alaji yentio yembre ni yo
wembre de aso if ni ni akoma ne sem ni nyina no aka no about galamsey ni ayade aye nyina enya one person's fight gold obi ani wa o say ompe say enkampa nkanyame amfa ansha asase na se ana sha asase na se na se ankwanko yi a yenyi yedi so mfa so obi but the kwanya de be fa so no ene yenye emra na e wo say yedi ato no yeni mra no so na yemi de pi say yes ya formal gold board because first no na nko obi atimi ton gold mo obi a ene abaye illegal untimi
ton no authorizing on no regulate bibia
te say koko obi a ode be kwa koma koko board the same thing ode be kwa koma sa abani sa dia na wo say baby o ya adwuma bia no gold board no so mu sa anya ni yi a ni advice so konkro be fa so obi ni yi se ne be ya yenyinara ye benya gold no so mfa so. It's not for us alone. It is for yemba any yenchiri mani ya nananum ya nanan kanswano. Because omo mi di ya nimu no ebe tu ni ya ni tiseni ya enke ya ma meto enti nani ono. With regards to Bokumi mpese meka unim se hona mi free.
Yes.
Na media ni meka ni se ewrade na yebepa ni cho so mfa ni nsa antu ye nyina emabunu no youth mali suri jese wonam bokurama boko mali suri nywa takamam kai tuwa yeti kasakie tuwa terik burawo tuwa ni nywa lampeka faka chinba niye lara tunno niba lara tunno tun sampam ni bilibala te deken te zabe te digira fa sai etinyo zaksrama ente kuniba nkukama nkupaba irmal suri tuton fa suri sambe gwamfa ton malgamiti zemsi asante hinesi yeta chenso kunwa irmal suri. I'm happy that the chief of the paramount chief of Boku came to apologize to the IGP and all the entourage for what happened to his convoy. I think it is something that is not desired. The man has come. Yes, waba se waba be intinti aseke to bi na yejuma. Ana ne ekosu nyina nso ba hwemu no. Na nipa ba ku mienu bi na hyemu a wo mu wurawuram me pacho ye nyina ye mra tugana. Na ehu se enipa nkwa se nye free nsemu a untimi nye ema ne enye ye biom. Asimfo su Alberta ye chiao. Mo amutie nyina youth organizer munyineti echiamo mpanimfo nyinara a mo hwe from various places da munyina mas mo amu bisa da bia sorogo maka chem se munya botre his excellency woni madwuma oye obia mrebeson obia ye nyina no we are there to help achieve the resetting of Ghana obia says o'clock bebo enti pamno twano obi kana say osi ni nyina ni se macho enti enya botre na ye hu se ukumu nua na wunya hwe ye nyinara we are together asase no obia be kombi you are only postponing your death for another enti a chair obia a chair chief of staff you Zabra ye chair Callistos ye chair me nearby
business forum business forum no until say
tourism
yes
tourism development levy uko hwemu asorogo ya oti animu ye ono na oje ne tata
alaji the great
ama sika kakra ye no
wow
okay. My own idea
wow
my own idea when I was a chairman I brought it people were surprised by ne eniwa nka tourism ayini nyankagu but inshallah kakra you go to kakra okay training be fire service ye chairman nyina nyame
anti-mouse mama chia wow o brother so Dr. Albert Gacy nana okufuja woni oyere michechi amopa
mo tilapia na ya mo famna na ma bia che
mama nda Alhaji Ahmadu Sorogo ase oye former member of parliament de Madina ye nana poku ye kusi ye beda no so ase papa on executive director de Magag ekuku da mi na nda omuni odi dwumadi ye from Nicholas ya wosi osin Yesu amba debi ye be say sheba me ka osanya me adomo chena ye be hu Captain Martin Hopes na doye Abraham Mugabe de inside politics be brain chena ye wi ani de raised enum akofu ko be pon ya me ka hu no nhyira ye be share debi bye bye